Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing today? I hope you are all having a wonderful day so far. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Ruth. How you doing? Ah, hope everyone's day is going good so far. I know mine is. 'Cause it's October, the best month of the year. And I only say that because it is my birth month, and there's no other reason. Don't ask me when my birthday is. That I'll never tell. But October is the month that I was born. So every stream this month is going to be extra wonderful because it is a celebration of me, Jeff, the Frog Wizard. Alrighty, today we are going to be playing this lovely game. It is called Witches and Warlocks. It is a cute little dating sim. I'm not telling you that, Ruth. I literally said that. I said I'm not going to say when my birthday is. Listen when people speak, please. I'm joking, but no, it's like I feel like telling my birth month is more than enough personal information about this person. Um, and I have no desire to spill any more deets. Don't you hee hee at me! Don't you hee hee at me! You can hee hee all you want. I'm just joking with ya. But yeah, today we are going to be playing this lovely game. It looks so cute. Like, oh my gosh. Um, far from what? Anyway, let's get playing. All right, so we're gonna start. Oh, that was a cute little jangle. Create your witch. Can I have a wizard instead? Uh, Name is gonna be Jeff. I can't spell my own name apparently. Jeff. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I've created a male version. Witch's hat or wizard hat. He's got a cute little top hat. Such a cute little top hat. I'll take that one. Alright. How well can you guys hear this? Can you hear the game? I hear the audio. Ties. Ruth, you don't make a lot of sense. I'm sorry. Toes. Ties and toes. Thank you, Ruth, for that. Very great. Okay, so skin tone. Okay, I like that one. That one's nice. Hair color. Ooh, I like white. No, you can't hear it. Hold on. Let me. Da 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 da. Let's see. Maybe I need to turn it off and turn it back on again. Maybe you'll hear it then. Give me 1 second. How do I exit out of this? Like that! Haha! Let's see if I can turn this back on. Okay, opening. Okay, let me. Can you hear it now? Give the stream a second to catch up to me. The music's poppin'. It's great Halloween music. So you still can't hear it. Hold on. Capture specific. Is that better? I didn't have the button pushed. Jeff is a goofy frog. Still no? You can't hear it now? Ruth, come on. Where's Joe? Joe knows what he's talking about. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, you can hear it now. Okay. Is it a good volume? Does it cover me? I don't know if that yes answered my question or not. I'm gonna play the game. If you have difficulty hearing me over the music, just let me know. But we're gonna go back to start. We're gonna go back to creating our character, Jeff.
Let me try. Let me try. Let me try.
I think I like 3 actually. Yeah, there's a bit of a delay between chat and where I'm at in the game, but that's normal. I'm pale. You guys might not know this, but I am a pale person. Blonde, red, brown. I still like the white. I think the white looks cute. Okay, okay. My pronouns are he, him. Alright, let's play.
It's cute. Love, love, love.
It's love, love, love that makes the world go round, round, round. Another flawless night. Once again, love is triumphant. All thanks to the weeks of dedicated hard work to yours truly, the incomparable, the one and only Jeff Nightshade.
Da-dee-da.
It's love, 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 da-dee-da. Tonight, 2 souls who had been searching their entire afterlives for each other have found one another at last. Tonight, 2 hearts that used to be lonely are beating as one. All thanks to me.
The best matchmaker in Dwimmermere High.
I'm the best matchmaker? Is that my character? The best matchmaker? Oh, okay. Cool. Cool.
The only
0.
One.
The only one matchmaker in Dwimmermere High. A blue skin apparition steps out of the wall right in front of me. Oh, I like his sound better. I jump back, lose my balance, and nearly fall over.
What's the matter?
You look like you've seen a ghost.
I have.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I would have never guessed. The apparition hovering a few inches above the pavement is 0, my poltergeist classmate and childhood friend. I snicker at his obvious jab. He has quite the natural-born talent for it. You're looking as strict and frowny and scary as ever, 0. Water break. Sorry. Where have you been? I was waiting all night.
Smile for me.
What is that face? Why don't you smile more often? You look sweeter than candy corn when you smile. Ellipsy. Looks like 0 won't be showing me that sweet smile tonight.
Anyway.
I have actually been busy on a very important errand.
Yeah, right.
You were just out matchmaking again.
Of course.
Of course! I was out matchmaking.
Don't you know?
When evil comes knocking, whether due to external forces or a certain summoning incident in a lab that we are not going to bring up for yet 100th time, 0. I must quail the beast by finding its one true love. After all, I am the one and only Jeff Nightshade, da-da-da! Best matchmaker in Dwimmermere High. Again. Daddy-dummy. You're the only matchmaker in Dwimmermere High. Naturally! I'm so superb at matchmaking, no one dares to compete against wonderful me! Ellipse. Zero brings his hands together slowly and audibly in 1, 2, 3 sarcastic claps.
So,
Not 3. So, may one inquire in the one and only Jeff Nightshade found any time between helping the undead find love and romancing evil spirits to study for his exams?
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 yes.
Yes, exams.
Of course!
Oh, exams, of course, I have, silly.
Yes!
They're properly bookmarked in my calendar.
Whoa.
I just haven't had the time to really buckle down on good witch brews and spellbook.
I will!
But I will!
Ha ha ha.
I like Zero. He's sassy. Folding his arms, Zero smirks at me with a rather sardonic glint in his ruby eyes.
Pray, tell me.
When, pray, does an incomparable Jeff Nightshade thinks his exams are?
Huh?
Isn't it Halloween? I'm sure I have much more time than you,
Wait.
Jeff. When do you think Halloween is?
Well...
On the 31st, specifically. Halloween is the most important day in Witch's calendar. However, these days I've been so busy with matchmaking a certain evil spirit, every day seemed just like any other. I cannot say for certain the last time I looked at my day planner, but I couldn't have been that long ago.
Maybe.
Halloween is in 2 months, maybe 3 or maybe 4. Halloween is next week!
Is next week.
Zero, don't be mad at me. But maybe be a little mad at me. You got some energy, dude. And I'm here for
What?
it. I don't know which is more terrifying, the way Zero is glowering at what he just shouted.
No way!
Next week?
Yes.
Next week.
Really?
Halloween?
I cannot believe.
Yes, Jeff, I cannot believe you forgot your exams, much less Halloween.
But...
But Zero, a lot has happened since the start of semester, and you know my memory has a tendency to be fickle. Oh gosh, if that ain't my real life. Amen to this, Jeff. Other Jeff, not me Jeff, but Jeff. Water break. I'm a thirsty frog. Whoa!
Don't you know?
On the first week, I almost got... Okay, I feel like I'm doing this Jeff a disservice with my kind of bravado. On the first week, I almost got tangled up in a mistaken identity crisis with a corpse's bride. I feel like that's much better for him. Thankfully, he was understanding once I matched him up with an undead body of his dreams.
And then...
Not long after, an evil spirit teen tried to banish me for getting his mom a hot date. Gotta get those mom's hot dates. And then, oh my gosh, I did the exact same then as him. And then, must I mention a certain summoning incident in a lab that is still not up for discussion. I want to know what happened in this summoning. Zero sighs with an exaggerated shake of his head.
It isn't.
Your memory isn't bad, it's selective. I throw up my hands and surrender at his comments. Nothing I said was going to break down his wall when he gets like this.
I don't know.
I don't even know what the exams are about.
So,
Exams will be a series of magical obstacle courses. You need to use the magic spells you were supposed to have learnt this year to...
Oh! You
Spells? You mean like the glow spell?
yes.
Yes.
I remember.
I remember Mr. Magwitch, Mrs. Magwitch, sorry, misgendering people, cast glow in his first class. The demonstration was absolutely dazzling.
Yes.
Yes, about the exams.
Yeah.
Maybe I can cast it too, and dazzle the examiners into passing me, the wonderful matchmaker of Dimwire High. Yeah! I feel for
Let
you,
me
Zero.
try.
How did she do it? Let me try. Glow! I wave my hands grandly, and the way I remember Miss Magwitch doing.
Glow.
Light! Come on! Glow! Not a glimmer.
Why?
Zero, care to give me a hint as to why I can't cast glow?
Because.
Because you're a witch. Only true sorcerers can cast spells purely by magic. Witches like you yourself must use potions to cast spells. Oh!
I cannot believe.
This is basic knowledge. Have you slept through classes the whole semester? A sheepish grin spreads across my face before I can stop it. Maybe. I've been staying up pretty late.
May I remind you?
Unless you study properly from now on, you're going to fail your exams and be expelled for being a witch who can't cast one single spell.
Really?
Well, they really expel me just because I can't cast a single spell? Zero's looking at me in that horrible way of his again. I don't know if I'd call it horrible, like, Zero. Zero, you got some energy, my man. Sorry. You'd be the one and only witch in the entire history of Dimware High to be unable to cast even a single spell. Being expelled is far, far-fetched. Think about that for a moment. Zero, help me teach me the spellcasting witch. I can't read. Let me think about it. No. That is.
May I remind you?
Every night for the last 3 months, between all the ghouling around and excessive matchmaking, I kept warning you to prepare for exams. But did you ever listen? But Zero, you try to listen to anything while being excessively haunted by an evil spirit.
You said
You
so.
said the spirit summoning incident was not up for discussion. Ellipsy.
Did you?
So, did you even listen to me? I'm gonna go with, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's some ooh-woo shit if ever I heard it. Don't use those puppy dog eyes on me, Jeff. They won't work this time. But you're the only one in the world who can even save me, Zero. You're so cool and knowledgeable, and I know you're always looking out for me.
Save your flattery.
I'm not! Now save your flattery and go away. I let my shoulders droop. I understand. After all, you've done so much away. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna do the ooh.
I'll work hard.
I'm going to study really hard, harder than ever before, these next 7 days.
And then...
And if it still isn't enough, and we never see each other again after I'm expelled next week, then I'll miss you, Zero, my dearest friend. I give Zero a sad little smile, and then I turn to limp tragically away. 3, 2, 1.
Wait.
I guess I have no choice but to help you once more. But don't count on it happening again.
Thank you.
Really? You will? Thanks, Zero. I spin exuberantly, celebrating my little victory, and throw my arms around him. They slip through him, as usual. Hey, quit it! It'll take me ages to reform myself if I get disentangled so close to dawn. Sorry, I'm so happy I couldn't help it. You're the best, Zero.
Stop.
I said stop. There isn't much time left before daybreak, and you need all the help you can
Pay
get.
attention.
Now, pay attention. I'm only going to explain spellcasting and potions for witches just this once. Your day is divided into 3 segments: early dawn, crimson dusk, and witching hour. You can pick an activity to spend your time with during each of these segments in the activity menu. Make potions, learn spells, buy potions, part-time job. Make potions, learn spells, and part-time job will advance your time into the next segment.
Ah. Dawn is coming. What's the matter?
You look so ethereal and fragile now, as if the slightest wind could whisk you away.
Because
That's because the sun is nearly up.
that's
That is how it is for poltergeists like me, doomed for life to only walk the night.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping me tonight, and, well, for everything.
Work hard and do your best.
I, for one, would prefer it if you didn't get yourself expelled, if that makes any difference. He's got a nice smile. He's a very handsome man. Very, very handsome man. Got that old school handsome charm. If it isn't for as transparent he has become, I could almost swear his cheeks are a string brighter than before. Oh no, is he blushing? Silently smiling his elusive sweet smile, Zero fades away with the onset of day.
I
will, Zero, I promise. I'll work hard, pass the Halloween exam, and make you proud of me. I will, I swear it. Okay, so let's get into the gameplay. Now that the windows of my house were brightly lit, and when I try the door, it swings inward with ease, which means...
Damien!
Damien, I'm home!
Welcome home.
Oh, Damien, you got nothing in your chest. That is just bones. And that's not like, it's not like you're wearing a bone shirt. Like, I can see through that. Your chest is a cavity. Well, welcome home, Jeff. I'm in my house. Sorry. I hear my housemate, Damien, shuffling down the staircase, welcoming me with a shy smile.
Help me!
Damien, help me!
Huh?
Oh, tonight didn't go well? The worst! Night was just dreadful! I can try, but I don't know if I...
You see,
You see, matchmaking isn't my forte, and, you never needed any help before, so... I am being nice, Ruth! This man has a hollow chest! Nothing in that chest. It's not mean, it's observation. I don't know how his body works, but he's clearly, like, the design's cool, don't get me wrong. He's got a very cool design. But, like, he's got teeth on his cheeks. He's got all sorts of sewn together parts. Parts are blue, parts are pink. No chest. No meat on them bones. Hey! Anyway, you see, matchmaking isn't my forte, and, you never needed any help before, so...
No!
Not matchmaking, of course. I don't need any help with matchmaking.
The best matchmaker in Dwimmermere High.
I'm the best matchmaker in Dwimmermere High, and I intend to keep it that way. Then,
Well...
studying. He does look similar to, what's the... Dobby. Dobby's the character from My Hero. He does look similar. I give myself a fright thinking about the possibility that I might be expelled from school.
Don't you know?
Don't you know that exams are on Halloween, which happens to be next week?
of course.
If you're hungry, Ruth, go eat. Nobody's stopping you from eating. 3 squares meals are important. Of course I do. Everyone does. Hang on.
Wait.
Jeff, don't tell me you just found out. I look at them, teary-eyed. Look at those little tears! There's little tears in my eyeballs! It's sad. It's heartbreaking. I am but a wee lad! Oh dear. This isn't the most opportune moment to ask, as Damien must be busy with his own studies too. But I gave Zero a promise, and I intend to do everything I can to keep it. And studying together is more fun anyway. Damien, the most dependable and studious friend I have. You're my only hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi? Sorry. Good water. My housemate looks both embarrassed yet happy at the same time. And that's how I knew I had exactly where I wanted them. This dude is a master manipulator. This Jeff knows how to get what he wants. Really? I am.
You see,
If I cram these books all by myself, I'd probably end up setting them on fire. then catch fire myself, then die miserably.
Please?
You've gotta help me save from my ultimate demise. Please? Damien hesitates, but only for a second before nodding, just as I knew they would.
I'll try.
I'll try. Do what I can to help you, Jeff.
Thank you.
Thank you so much! Without a moment's notice, I fling my arms around them in a big, cheerful hug.
Be careful.
Careful, I'm still not finished assembling the parts. I jump away at once, careful not to bump off a limb or two. Don't do that.
All right.
You're already doing maintenance again?
Yes.
Yes, my previous arms were falling off and one of the knees started creaking, so I had to buy new parts from the human shop. Human shop? Did you get a good price? So that's what... Are there any good bargains lately? You can't let Mr. West rip you off. You're his #1 customer after all. They give me a small, humored smile.
Yes.
Yes, the human shop has an influx of parts that they're selling for cheap because, well, a big pile of human oh my god! Big pile of human corpses were recently undercovered. Or, so Mr. West says.
What?
That Mr. West sure is a bit shady, isn't he?
Maybe.
Maybe, but the human parts he sells are fresh and cheap. Just like his potions.
Right.
Potions! I snap my fingers with both hands as the next step in my master plan for passing my exam falls into place in my head.
I remember.
That reminds me, I should go to the human shop to buy potions. I'm all out, and I can't cast any spells without them.
All right.
That's a good idea, Jeff, but are you sure you can afford to?
Why?
Whatever do you mean? Aren't you kinda... broke?
Oh.
Well...
You're right.
You've already spent all your allowance on hosting matchmaking parties, right?
Yes.
Yep! That evil spirit only wanted the most fancy stuff and wouldn't give me a rest unless I complied.
How?
Wait, how do you know that? Because
Well,
yesterday you had to borrow money from me for lunch and a little extra for a light snack.
I forgot.
Oh! Oops, I forgot. Oh, this is bad. Really bad. Even if I do learn enough spells to pass the Halloween exams, and it won't do me a lick of good if I don't have the potions I need to cast them. And there's no way I have enough time to connect all the concoct all the potions I will need while cramming spells simultaneously. There has to be another... Jeff, listen, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Tell me!
maybe.
If you need to earn money to buy potions, maybe you can, try asking Mr. West at the human shop for a part-time job.
How?
Are they hiring? I heard Mr. West needs more hands that are attached to living bodies, I mean, to help out because of the big consignment of corpses the shop received. And with everyone busy studying, I think that you'll have a good shot at getting a job there. If you want to, that is.
Perfect.
Perfect! I'll head there at once.
Wait.
After you wake up tomorrow. Their sudden shift in tone took me by surprise, to say the least, and I put on a good pouty face.
What?
But...
No.
Go to bed, Jeff. You look exhausted. You need to rest. Rest is important, Jeff. Other Jeff. Sleep is the core part of existing. Without sleep, we would die.
What?
But... I'm serious. If you
see.
won't go to bed now, I'm not going to help you. Oh, look at his little face. Look at his little scrunchy face. He's so flustered. He doesn't like being stern. Oh, little baby. He's a little baby.
Wow.
Wow, such a surprisingly assertive threat coming from you. Jeff, you dick. I mean, I did the same thing. But you're a dick. But I did the same thing. So what does that make us? Dicks. That's what. We're all assholes here. I do what I need to.
All right.
All right, I know you mean best for me.
Yes.
Heading to bed now, my liege. I take an exaggerated bow, and Damien laughs softly, but doesn't leave their spot until I have gone all the way up the stairs into my bedroom. Wah! Maybe Damien is right. I'm way too sleepy now to be applying for part-time jobs if I actually want to end up getting hired. And my bed looks so soft and warm and inviting. And my eyelids suddenly feel like a ton of bricks. Tomorrow, I'll work really, really hard tomorrow. Dark takes me gently in its sweet embrace. How sweet of it. 8 hours of uninterrupted beauty sleep is the most magical spell in the world. I went to bed last night feeling like a lobotomized zombie with a head stuffed full of decomposing brain matter. This morning I stretch out my arms, fully resurrected as a lively and youthful matchmaking genius.
The incomparable.
The incomparable, the one and only Jeff Nightshade. I sing haughtily as I bounce down the stairs. Good morning, Jeff. You look energetic.
Yeah.
I am energetic, that's why. I feel like I can take on anyone and anything.
Excellent.
Even Mr. West in the human shop? Huh? Aren't you applying for a job at the human shop today?
Well,
Since you're broke and need money to buy potions, which you need to cast spells, which you need to pass the exams on Halloween. Oh, no wonder I'm in a good mood. I forgot all about exams and potions and casting spells and being broke. I wish I could forget about being broke. Now I remember. I can't. Sorry. Now I remember. I count each little terrible to-do list item on my fingers, and my cheery good mood evaporates like a fine mist in the morning sun.
See you later.
I'm late. I have to hurry. See you later, Damien.
yes.
Good luck, Jeff. I hear Damien call softly behind me as I dash out the house.
All right.
Good luck? Yep, I'm gonna need it. Ding, ding, ding. The cracked antique bell chimes eerily as I push open the creaky old door of the human shop. The shop is as empty and silent as any open grave, which means it isn't open yet. Probably. Alright, looks like an interesting little shop they've got here. Could use some sprucing, but, not terrible. No returns though, so there's that. Looks like I made it just in time.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh my.
My, what do we have here? A cutie has happened to my parlor. You're adorable, Carmilla. I can't talk. Okay. I love the name Carmilla. So I recently watched, oh my god, Castlevania on Netflix, and Carmilla isn't my favorite character in the show, but this Carmilla is adorable, and I like her. Behind the shop counter stands a little girl. She wouldn't be a little girl, probably. She's a vampire, so she could be countless years old. Her chin on the edge of her palm. She is eyeing me up as a spider would to a particularly delectable fly. Herbie, today's produce just arrived, and it's still fresh, being alive and all. Her voice echoed lightly through the shop, and from somewhere upstairs, an unseen voice hollers back. I'm busy, Carmilla! Butcher it yourself! That's the voice Mr. West gets. Butcher?
No way.
Wait, I'm not produce!
Mm-hmm.
Really? She tilts her head pointedly to the side, which obviously dubious regard.
But
Are you quite certain? You look like... You look a lot like produce to me.
no.
I'm no mere human.
The incomparable.
You behold in
The
your
one
company
and
the incomparable, the one and only Jeff Nightshade.
Nightshade, huh?
Nightshade, huh?
Right.
Oh, she said it all
Yeah.
herself. Yeah, you know it. When haven't I seen you in school before? You go to Dimware High too?
Huh?
If you really are a student there, you wouldn't know that much without asking. Strange. I thought I had invited everyone to my matchmaking parties at least once.
Oh.
Matchmaking? Oh, you're that Nightshade! The charming girl straightens up and dazzles me with her professional, sunny smile.
Welcome.
Hello there, my name is Carmilla. How may I assist you? You see, I'm looking for a job.
Huh?
What I did not know that you are a frog. Ruth, look at me. Look at me. I am a frog. Look at me. I am the frog wizard. You're silly. Ruth, you're silly. Go eat food. Your brain's not working. Now, if you're a witch, you should know you have exams in 1 week's time.
For the last time.
For the last time, I'm a witch.
Whoa.
And I know I have exams in a week, but I'm kinda really broke. Those gaudy matchmaking must cost a pretty penny.
Yes.
Yes, which means I can't afford my potions. Which means you can't cast spells.
Whoa.
Which means I won't be able to pass exams even if I know how to cast spells.
Huh?
Even if? Even though!
Oh.
Which means I am talking about the game you said that you sent a human. What I did not know that you were. I'm confused by what you're trying to say, Ruth. I'm sorry. But pop off, girl. Which means I watch her swiftly calculate my unfortunate circumstances.
And
You'll be the first witch ever to get expelled from Dimware High for not being able to cast a single spell.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly what I don't want to be.
Now.
Whilst I understand your trials and tribulations, I can't help you.
Why?
Why?
You know?
You see, Mr. West, the proprietor of the human shop, already has someone to run the store for him. And you're looking right at her.
What?
But I need the money!
Yes.
Who doesn't? At this point, I'm tad desperate and blurt out the first idea that comes to mind. Couldn't I maybe work for you?
Mm-hmm.
For me? Both of her eyebrows raise in interest.
Yes.
Yeah! Someone as talented and clever as you shouldn't be working for others. You should have others working for you instead.
Wait.
You mean as a manager?
You see.
Not simply a manager. Think bigger. Supervisor, director, visionary leader. Jeff, you are a man of manipulation.
You're right.
True, I do belong in the ancient and distinguished noble family.
Yes.
The common people should serve me, not the other way around.
Yeah.
And I can't believe the proprietor is making a girl as beautiful as you stand behind a counter all the time.
Right.
Right? I'm wasting behind this silly table, aren't I?
Naturally.
Definitely.
You see.
With your brain and your looks, it's the proprietor has out and about, charming the customers. I bet the turnover of human shop will increase tenfold.
Huh?
Only tenfold?
Of course.
100-fold!
I like it.
You make an excellent point. I like the way you think.
Yeah.
See? I would be quite useful to have working for you.
Please?
Put in a good word for me to the proprietor, please?
Mm-hmm.
I'll try. No guarantees. She winks.
Herbie.
Herbie! Today's produce wants to work for me, and I like him, can he? What? Work? For you? Please? Gosh! Her voice is suddenly so sugary and sweet that I feel like a diabetic going to a cardiac arrest just listening to it. Oh, alright.
And so.
That means you have to pay him a salary and all. Oh. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
And that means you also have to give me a raise. Excuse me?
Yes.
Because I'm his supervisor now, aren't I? You can't pay me the same as him. What? Oh, alright. Carmilla turns back to me, her hair bouncing lightly against her shoulders as she clasps her hands together dramatically.
Congratulations!
Congratulations on your new job!
Amazing!
Amazing! Was it magic?
Of
course it is! Vampiric magic, to put it simply. My very own brand. A devious little notion strikes me.
How?
How did you become so impossibly good at it?
Practice!
Oh, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect, you know.
I'm sure.
You're being way too modest, I'm sure. She purses her lips against the back of her index finger.
Maybe.
Maybe I am. There's a lot of talent involved too, naturally.
Can you teach
Can
me?
you teach me? Can you even teach it to a witch like me? Of course I can, if you want to. Why do you want to learn it anyway?
Well,
I was thinking it might be useful for asking the proprietors for a raise.
yes.
I mean, just for the sake of my Halloween exams.
Carmilla!
I'd be ever so grateful, Carmilla.
Please?
After all, you're the only vampire in this world who is intelligent enough to teach me magic in just a week. I'm getting everyone to teach me magic. I'm gonna know so much magic by the end of this week. I'm gonna run the school. She considers me thoughtfully, tapping the tip of her chin before pausing to give me her final verdict. Water! Water is water. Oh,
All right.
It could be. Why? It could be you may have some talent for it too. We'll see. Once every day, your character will work part-time and earn money. Okay. While working part-time, some events may occur that can be solved by using the right magic spell. Solving these events will earn you extra amount of money. Okay. By choosing part-time job from the activity menu, you can work on an extra shift. Okay. So I'll have my job, but I can do extra to gain more money. Gotcha. Little witch Jeff, dee dee da, the one, the only, la la la. Today I found out that the proprietor of the human shop is incredibly shady, and his shopkeeper is a sweet-talking vampire.
Yeah.
I also got a job. I can buy potions. I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna read, and I'm not gonna mess up anymore. I also got a job so I can buy potions and a new friend to teach me riveting vampiric magic. Yay! I put my fist into the air, cheering at the sign of my imminent victory. The Halloween exams are going to be a piece of pumpkin pie. Suspicious noises are coming from the dingy back alley behind the human shop. So far, I think, per dating sim logic, it is building up to meet all these characters so that I can choose who to, come on, brain. Who I want to romance. So far we've got the best friend, Zero. We've got Damien, what's the monster called? Frankenstein. And we've got, Camilla the vampire. So we've got a pretty decent crew. They might introduce maybe one or two more. I don't think we'll have too many outside of that. They probably don't want to overrun us with characters. But suspicious noises are coming from I'm gonna die. Not really, but coming from the dingy back alley behind the human shop. What's going on? Is it a goblin? Cautiously, I peek into the cryptic alley. A mound of reanimated corpses in body bags crawling its way to the human shop. From the upper floor of the shop comes the sound of metal and glass crashing on the floor. What did you say? Not again!
Don't you worry.
Don't worry, Herbie. It's only delivery for today's produce. She giggles while giving me a twinkling glance. Then Camilla turns her attention to the hideous monstrosity that just made its way to the door. Okay, maybe we're not getting that character.
Now,
Leave it to me on the doorstep, per usual, Lawrence.
All right.
All right. The mountain of body bags halts and plonks in the ground. Okay. Okay, werewolf. That's what I was thinking, is we were gonna get a werewolf. Pretty dog boy. The person who's hauling them straightens up as dusts off his hands. It's a cat boy! Ooh. Nice growl. A what?
Wow!
How cute! A real-life cat boy! You never seen one up close before, despite being a witch. I don't think he's a cat. I think he's a dog, and you're being rude, Jeff.
All right.
So many cats, but no cat boys. Plus, you must be really strong, cat boy, to carry so many body bags all the way to the shop.
Stop.
First of all, I am not a cat, and second of all, I have a name. Hold out your paw and say yeah, cat boy. I wave my loosely held fist in the air at him, and he puts both hands in his hips and drops his head before letting out a long sigh. Evidently, my frightening appearance has unhinged your wits with stark terror.
No way!
No way! You don't look frightening at all! Can I give your fluffy ears a pat? Before or after I bite your hand off.
Wow!
Such a feisty cat boy!
I'm a werewolf.
Not a cat boy, a werewolf. Werewolf? Where?
Of
Right.
course.
Here. He places the tip of his index finger against his chest. You?
Yeah.
Yes, a werewolf, a lichen, a loup-garou, me.
What?
But werewolves are all scary and stuff. Precisely. At least you concede the point.
What?
But you're not scary at all. You're adorable. He is very cute. I will give Jeff that.
Wow!
Wow, you're growling again, and look at that, and look like you want to bite someone's head off. Because I do. If you're done infuriating me, I will take my leave. All right. With with unutterable dignity, the catboy werewolf strides past me, chin high and ears bristling. How strange! I begin to inquisitively stroke my chin. What? He stops mid-stride. I'm going with that one.
Don't you know?
The more you try to seem scary and intimidating, the more adorable you look.
Stop.
Call me adorable one more time, and I shall. Upon cue, he breaks into a string of savage, guttural noises. You don't like it when somebody calls you cute or adorable, do you? The werewolf begins to rub the sides of his head in a circular fashion. So kind of you to finally put the pieces together. No, in fact, it makes my temples throb with a vicious fury. Sorry, I'll remember not to in the future. Probably.
Good.
Very good.
Hold it.
Hang on. In the future?
Yes!
For sure! You
Why?
expect, for reasons apparent only to yourself, we shall have cause for further association?
Yeah!
Yep, I want to become friends! It's not every day I get to meet a werewolf as cute. Oh, that's Jeff. It's not every day that I get to meet a werewolf as cute and I mean as scary and intimidating as you. Alright, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but just this once.
Well...
Your name is Lawrence, right? That's what Camilla called you earlier.
Yeah.
Indeed. You have the advantage on me.
Right.
What? Oh, my name's Jeff. Jeff Nightshade. The one, the only.
I know.
Yes, I know.
Of course.
You know? You know. Yes, of course you know. I don't want your services, mind you. I already have too many admirers inquiring after me for a chance to scratch my chin or ruffle my ears.
All right.
Don't worry, I won't try to set you up with anyone.
Good.
Good.
Yes.
I only tried to make you teach me magic spells and potions. Lawrence is starting to nod when he flung his head up in surprise.
How?
Let me get this straight. You, a witch, are asking me, a werewolf, to teach you how to brew potions?
Right.
That's right!
Fine.
I see. It's not my hearing that is faulty, but your intellect.
Well...
Well, sometimes I do wish I went to class occasionally.
But
But what can a werewolf like me teach even to a truant witch like yourself? You're a werewolf, right? That means you are very
Yeah.
strong. That is true.
And then...
And have subhuman senses and look scary, intimidating all the time. Correct again.
Right.
Then teach me spells and potions that will let me be like you.
Yes.
I bet being strong and scary with superhuman senses can help me pass my Halloween exams. I clasp my hands together and shake them up at him in a pleading fashion. Desperation seems to be an unfortunate recurring theme to me lately. It is possible I can do so. It may even be possible you might be able to learn a thing or two. If I do.
Yeah.
Hip hip hooray!
but
But that doesn't mean I'm going to.
Why?
What? Why not?
now
What can you possibly offer to make it worth my while?
Um,
My undying friendship!
no.
Don't need. My internal gratitude? Useless. My premium 24/7 matchmaking services? Good grief, no.
Well...
Then what would you like? Meat. Lots and lots of meat. He stretches his arms and folds them behind his head.
You know.
More meat means less time hauling corpses, and I, for one, would welcome the break to do something as simple as teach a few spells.
Alright.
Meat in exchange for teaching me spells? Huh, okay. All the meat you can eat for as long as we both shall live. You swear?
Yes.
Pinky promise. For a moment, Lawrence stands still and silent, obviously awed by the generosity of the one and only Jeff Nightshade.
All right.
All right, I accept your offer.
Yeah.
Yay! I returned home, tired and footsore, but very, very happy.
Damien!
Damien, I'm back!
Welcome home.
Welcome home, Jeff. My housemate hurries to greet me, looking a lot sprightlier than he did this morning.
Well...
You finished doing maintenance already?
Yes.
Yes, well, you were out rather long time, and I was getting a bit worried. Did everything go well?
Yes.
Everything went fantastically. I got the job and made 2 new friends.
Congratulations.
All thanks to your idea, Damien.
Right.
Now, I will have money for potions and for people to help me prepare for the Halloween exams. A slight blush dawns their stretched stitched
I'm
face.
glad.
Oh, look at his little scruggly face. I like Damien the most so far. I'm glad for you, Jeff. Tell me, what are your plans for the rest of today? Okay, so I have no money, so let's do part-time job first. Make some money. Today I went to work. Nothing special happened, and I earned a good amount of pocket money. Okay. Okay. Let's learn a spell. Okay, so we've got Scuttle. Clone a body part like your hand while maintaining... Oh, I need... Everything requires different kind of things. Okay, that makes sense. Let's go back. Can I make a potion? If you brew 3 of the same potion, Damien will give you 2 additional potions. Lawrence will triple your potion output for your 3rd choice. If you brew 3 different potions, Camilla will give you 2 random... Okay, let's start with Camilla. Okay. Today I went to work. Nothing special happened, and I earned a good amount of pocket money. Okay. 0! Guess what? What?
Come on!
Guess!
Fine.
Neither you nor I have the time to... Fine, I'll guess.
Yes!
Woohoo! He squints at me spectically.
Did you?
Did you just set the kitchen on fire again, making scrambled eggs?
Huh?
What?
Well,
Did you?
No.
No!
I see.
I see.
Mhm.
Then I suppose you must have caused an explosion akin to when you put the wrong ingredients into your potion and burned down your
No
I
way.
didn't! Jeez!
Don't
Don't tell me you accidentally summoned that 36-armed tentacle demon again while trying to practice spells. No!
In that case,
In that case, I'm surely out of possible ideas. With much enthusiasm, I whip out a peace sign and signal and angle it stylishly against my face.
Right.
I'm already learned the glow spell. Might I remind you that the glow spell is very first spell that Estelia taught you at the start of the year?
Yes.
That's the one! Let's do this!
Uh,
Looks like it only took you 9 months to get ready to learn it. Excellent progress, Jeff. At this rate, you'll pass the Halloween exams with flying colors. You think so too, huh?
The incomparable.
It's quite natural to find yourself
one and
speechless in front of witches as brilliant as the one, the only Jeff Nightshade.
I admit it.
I admit you often reduce me to speechlessness. But I need you to teach me the spell at some point, you know?
That's right.
You're right. We don't have time for sarcastic banter with each other.
Pay attention.
Prepare yourself, Jeff. I'm going to teach you how to cast glow.
Oh yeah! New spell! Jeff has got a new spell!
Okay.
Glow.
Glow! An orb of pure golden brightness flows to the cusp of my palms. At first, it's faint and nebulous, but with each beat, my heart, the light shines more and more radiantly.
0.
0!
Right.
I did it! I spin around in delight and find Zero watching me with one of those rare, sweet, wistful smiles of his.
Well done.
Aw, look at him, so cute! You're so cute! I love you, Zero! You're a cutie patootie!
I don't understand why, but Zero's smile always makes something twist inside my heart. Oh, you got a crush, that's why, bro! Praise me!
I did.
I just did. Yeah, okay, praise me more!
Maybe.
Maybe I will, if you pass your exams, that is. Aww!
Work hard and do your best.
Work hard, Jeff. It all depends on you from here on out. The more I look at his smile, the more I find the secret hollow in my heart twisting more sharply than you. You got a crush, bro! You want the ghost! Turning away from him, I toss the glowing orb up into the air, into the quiet evening sky.
Anyway.
Now it's your turn!
Come on.
Come on! My glow must be feeling lonely up there all by itself.
Yeah, right.
With the moon and all the stars to keep it company.
Well.
They're so far away, Zero! You're right here! Quietly, so very quietly that I'm not sure I really did hear it, a soft whisper.
All right.
For you, Jeff. From behind, an orb of azure light floats past, drifting up and up to join its golden counterpart.
You know.
Mortals call them ghost lights, will-o'-the-wisps. Huh? Every poltergeist can cast the spell. Malevolent ones would cast them before unweary travelers, using its light to lure them from the road and perish in quaking bogs and silent dark tarns. When darkness is all around you, you will find it can be worse to travel with a light that is unreliable than with no light at all. Somehow, Zero's voice carries a hint of bitterness with it. I can't help but lean forward and try to put my head on his shoulders.
Hey!
Whoa, hey! Sorry!
You know.
You know better than to do that.
Well.
I can't help it. You're my reliable light, Zero. What?
Don't you know?
You're a glowing blue poltergeist who's always looking out for me. So you can't blame me if I keep wanting to lean on your shoulder.
You
Well, you can't. You'll fall right through and disrupt my form in the process. Like just now, huh? I grin at him, but his smile is nowhere to be found, although his cheeks seem to be tinged with a faint blush.
So,
You've learned how to cast glow. Our lesson is over. I'm heading off before you do something stupid again.
0!
0! He dematerializes in front of my eyes. 0. Feeling a little crestfallen, I set off in the direction of my house. Just before I'm about to leave the field, I pause to look back one last time. The 2 glowing orbs, gold and blue, are still adrift in the evening sky. The corners of my mouth curl upward. I continue on my way, my steps lighter than before. Cute. Cute, 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 cute. Okay, so let's see. What spells could I learn? None of these. Okay, I can't learn any spells, but let's make a potion. Okay. Let's. You can brew 3 potions during each. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay, so this is how I choose them. Okay, so let's do this one, and this one. Because if we brew 3 different potions, she will give me 2 random ones. I already have yellow, 3 yellows, so. Okay, she gave me blue. Okay.
Da-dee-da.
Da-dee-da! Can't find my books! Da-dee-da! Must have stolen by crooks! You probably left them in the bag you let in your roommate. I squint while protruding my lips and holding my chin in my hand as I think hard on mentally retracing my steps from the not so early today.
Wow!
Whoa! I did that, huh? Wait, Lulu? Lulu? Is that what we're gonna call him? Okay. Oh, excuse me. When did you get here?
What?
Lou.
Watch
It's
yourself.
Lawrence. Lawrence. Watch yourself, witch. Lawrence takes a moment to pause and sniff the air. The way his nose twitches is way too adorable. On the next time you have eggs or bacon, I'll be coming to claim some myself.
How?
How did you know all this? Creepy. It's
No.
not. He sighs and pinches the bridge of his nose.
Again.
In case you forgot, again, I'm a werewolf. We have the best sense of smell in all of Halloween Town.
Now.
I caught your scent near West Shop, but if this was muddled with several people mingling there at once. Since that Frankenstein creature came in not long after, you so easily gave them your bag without a second thought, I assumed you lived together.
But
Although, I could imagine you doing something like that regardless.
Wow!
Wow, we do actually! That's some pretty impressive detective work! The sight is deceptive, but sense never lies.
Oh!
Oh! Hey, do you know where Damien is now?
Help me!
Help me track them down! I need my stuff for my next class!
do it yourself.
Find them yourself.
How?
Huh? How am I supposed to do that? I throw my arms in great exaggerated manner and look at my werewolf companion with a huge pout on my face.
Like,
Not everyone has an all-seeing and all-knowing magic nose like you do. Well, you
Well-
did ask me to teach you magic, didn't you? Yes.
I'll
Then
show
buckle up, Buttercup. I'll show you how to follow a scent the way I can using the spell Scent Trap.
alright!
I'm all ears. Okay, cool. I'm gonna learn another spell. Gidly, I cup one hand behind each ear. Lawrence lets out a disgruntled hoof.
Pay attention.
Pay attention, Jeff, as I teach you how to cast Scent Trap. Ah, cool. I got a new spell. Lawrence demonstrates how I can smell the way wolves do. I thought it'd be complicated to improve my sense like that, but it's actually pretty simple. With the right spell, I guess anything is possible.
Scent track!
Scent track! After casting, I take a deep breath in through my nose as if there were a delicious brew cooking in the stovetop.
Wow!
Wow, it's like a whole new world opened up before my very nose.
Maybe.
As long as you got a good whiff of it good whiff of its first, you could track just about anything. Maybe even field, too. What? Maybe even field, too? I don't get it. Track and field?
Yeah.
Oh. I missed the joke. Yeah, it's a lot of running around. I don't have the words right now to convey how terrible that pun was. Fuck you, Jeff. That pun was great, and you're a bastard. But I'll track you down later. I grin as I lean towards him and take a few whiffs.
Oh.
Hey now, you actually smell kind of nice.
Look at that cute little sprite. Jesus, I love him. He's adorable.
Sensational, even. What? Now who's being creepy?
Come on.
Also, Jeff, you just made a pun. How are you gonna treat somebody less than for making a pun and then make a pun yourself? Jeff. Let's. But
We did learn a new spell. We learned a new spell, and we learned it from the cute puppy.
oh, come on, you started it. I mean it though. You have a really earthy smell to you, like wildflowers and tree bark and mud. I like rolling in puddles when no one else is around. Puddles, really? Don't tell me you roll around in stinky dead things too. With my mouth ajar, I slap both hands against my cheeks.
Oh.
Wait, is that why you work at? Okay, we're done here.
What?
But leave.
All right.
Okay. Fine. Smell you later, Lawrence. I'm sorry, Lawrence.
Oh, he laughed. Oh my God, he's so cute.
Oh, Lawrence is adorable. Okay. So, it's early dawn on the 25th. Let's do some part-time job. Today you worked. Nothing special happened. Looking around the human shop, all I can see are couples that should be together. If only I could give them a nudge in the right directions. This sucks. Why do I have to work where I have such an important higher calling? No, bad Jeff! I have to study! I look down at my open spellbook, which sits on the counter. Mr. West told me I could study here until someone came into the register, and memorizing ingredients shouldn't be too hard. Right?
Well.
Let's see. Pumpkin newt, no pumpkin root, mixed with cherry eye? What's that? Oh, wait. It says walleye. Who decided that learning potions meant reading anyway? All you do is dump a bunch of junk in a pot, so you should be able to wing it.
Yeah.
What's the point of studying? They're both the same, aren't they? How am I supposed to pick? I lift my head and watch Camilla, flip between the shelves. When she spies the customer, there's a smile curling up on her face, a glint of something in her eyes. She beelines towards him, then gently places a hand on his back.
My dear.
Oh dear, it's just packaged fingers.
You know?
Don't make the decision any harder than it should be. They're both fine products. You'll notice the one on the left is dried, while the right is fresh.
I'm sure.
Still, I'm sure a capable mage such as yourself will use both of its fullest potential. All right, I'll take both. I knew you were something special when I first saw you, darling. Her hand slithers up the customer's back, then drapes around his shoulder. Camilla pulls in closer to him, and a dark blush creeps up his neck as she does.
But
you don't want to put your ingredients in just any old cauldron, do you?
am I
We've recently started carrying magical implements, and a miracle worker of your caliber deserves the best of the best. Or am I wrong? All right. You have a point. You see, I'm making a... This continues for at least a good half hour. I'm absolutely mesmerized as I watch Camilla direct him around the shop, whispering sweet suggestions in his ears. Eventually, I can't even see the customer's face behind the pile of goods in his arms. And as expected, it takes forever to ring everything up when they finally arrive at the counter.
Thanks for your purchase.
Thank you so much for your purchase, doll. Don't be a stranger, you hear? Of course not, Miss Camilla. I'll be next week. No, tomorrow. I'll never go anywhere else. I knew you had a remarkable taste. Thanks again. After the man pays, I watch, mouth hanging open, as he stumbles off with half the store in tow. There's a sudden gentle pressure at the bottom of my jaw as Camilla closes it with her finger.
My dear.
Oh, little witch, don't tell me you've fallen for me too.
No way.
No way! I think anyone who isn't as powerful as I am would have been falling all over themselves by now. You're amazing! But that wasn't all just you, was it? For someone who rarely studies, you've got keen intuition.
You're right.
You're absolutely right. Indeed, he liked me just fine, but I may have given him just a teensy nudge.
Right.
A magical nudge, right? Correct.
You know?
To elaborate, for you, my struggling employee, we vampires have a natural ability to enthrall and hypnotize mortals, or the lesser undead, at our leisure. A spell you may refer to as enthrall.
Now.
If there's so much as a seed of potential for that feeling to flourish, we can. Smiling, she minds the bloom of a flower with both hands.
Now.
Help it sprout, so to speak.
Like.
So, you're saying you can instantly make anyone like you? The endless possibilities soon racked my brain. Imagine what a distinguished matchmaker that's me, could be with a spell like that.
Not
Quite, love.
Now.
We can't do anything at all against those with indomitable wills, such as yourself, nor can we replace genuine feelings of friendship or love either, for that matter. But
And
enthrall
so-
makes friendship easier to imitate, so I try to be a little nice about it. It makes the job and other things much easier after all.
Wow.
I see! No wonder Mr. West has been singing your praise. Has he now? I suppose I am his best saleswoman, but I just work here for fun. Not like you, my dear. Yes, it's super hard, Camilla. I wish I was even half as beautiful and talented as you. She straightens up, places a hand against her cheek, and turns away to hide in her cape's collar. Camilla's good at dishing out compliments, but she really can't take them. How cute.
Oh my.
I suppose you do have a little potential. Tell me what you've been poring over these books for hours, so I'll give you a real lesson as a reward for your
All
fertility.
right.
I'm at your disposal, milady. Don't milady her. How dare you? How dare you? I take an exaggerated bow and grin up at her. She immediately clasps both hands together.
dear.
Oh, you're so cute that I could just eat you up. Just don't think I'll go easy on you because of that.
Listen carefully.
Alright, listen carefully. I'll teach you how to cast a throw.
New spell! New spell! Just gonna learn a new spell!
We get to work. Camilla points out a page in the book with a potion enthrallment, then steers me around the store, so I can collect the ingredients myself. I think I'll learn better by doing things. It's easier to remember what everything is when I'm physically holding it, as well as being coached by someone else. Brewing takes a while, so Camilla moves around helping with customers. Still, she manages to check in on me now and then. At one point, she sees my progress and even nods in satisfaction. And that's everything. Now drink it all up, dear. That's the only way it'll work. I wrinkle up my nose at the smell, like 2 or 3 perfumes that should never mix, but still pour the potion down my throat. Enthrall! How do you feel? Kind of tingly?
Wonderful.
Wonderful!
Now.
That at least sounds correct for another being. Now, wait until someone comes in to... Don't worry, I already have someone in mind. A mischievous grin slides across my lips as I call upstairs to Mr. West.
Come on.
Hey, Mr. West! My voice echoes through the shop, but it's still nothing like the one that booms back at me. What?
Yes.
I need a raise! Huh? No way, newbie, you just started here. Get back to work. I blink in confusion, then exasperated, I turn back to Camilla. Why didn't it work? Oh, my poor sweet student.
Practice.
It's your very first time enthralling. It takes significant practice to make it work on someone like grumpy old Mr. West. You should need to be almost as excellent as moi. Aw.
Don't you
But
worry.
don't you worry your pretty little head one bit, my dear. Carmilla gives me a few short pats on the top of my head.
You know?
The lovely Camilo will teach you all sorts of things, and you'll be rolling in the dough in no time. How does that sound?
Wow!
Great! I'm really the best, Camila.
Oh my.
Oh my, I think I'm going to enjoy watching your progress, Jeff.
My dear.
Let's continue to work hard. Can't have you failing those exams, no. Okay, so I got a new spell. Okay, so it's still the 25th, and we're at dusk. We've done the part-time job. We've got about 30. How may I assist you today? Okay, let's buy a pink potion. Let's buy 2. Okay, and then red. Same thing. Let's. Oh, 3. Okay. Oh, that's all I can afford. Okay, crimson. Oh, okay. So buying doesn't take as much time. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 4, and no money. So let's learn a spell. Ooh, hover.
0!
Look at the geese! Off they go for winter vacation. Above us, a flock of wild geese are winging southward. The pattern of their flight moves light and graceful against the deepening twilight. You know, I sometimes wonder what it would be like to be a bird flying south, crossing roaring, dark seas and never-ending desert dunes.
Yes.
The ruins of forgotten cities and new towns bursting to life. And the orchards and cavern trails and little sparkling oases and over the high, lonely valley of bloom. Zero and I are silent for a moment as we contemplate how wonderful the bird's annual pilgrimage must be.
Unfortunately.
Sadly, I do not know any spells that lets you turn into a wild goose, but...
Well?
Do you want to know how it feels to be airborne?
Can you teach
You
me?
can teach me a spell to fly? Really?
No.
Almost. I can teach you a spell that allows you to hover. You won't grow wings or dance in the sky or feel the shouting wind seeping against your face. But hover will let you slip the surly bonds of the earth for a time.
0!
0? Teach me hover!
All right.
Alright, prepare yourself, Jeff. I'm going to teach you to cast hover.
New spell, new spell. Jeff has got a new spell.
Hover! Some dull and heavy forces, which I hadn't realized was dragging me down all this time, begins to fray. My shoulders feel light, as though I had slipped off a bag full of stones.
0!
0! My feet! There!
Yes.
No longer touching the ground. Yes, we have liftoff.
Don't worry.
You'll find it difficult to keep upright in the air on your first attempt. Don't worry, it's perfectly natural.
0!
0! I'm flying! I'm flying! I fling my arms out wide as I would if they were wings. The dry autumn breeze caresses my face, my hair, my skin.
All right.
Geese! All of you silly geese! Watch this! I dart at the small clutch of wild geese circling above, watching me half in askance and half in curiosity. As I inch closer, they erupt in a cacophony of indignant cries and dart off in every direction, leaving me gasping with laughter.
Yes.
I can fly! I can fly, 0! Let's fly south too!
Unfortunately.
If only we could. Huh? What's happening? My arms feel heavy.
Don't.
You've done extraordinarily well for someone who has cast hover for the first time. Don't push your luck, Jeff. It isn't safe to try to climb any higher. Why not? I'm going to keep flying?
Well?
Time for you to come down to Earth, before Earth drags you down and makes you flatter than a pancake. Flatter than a pancake?
That's
what happens when you run out of magic and gravity takes its revenge.
Pay attention.
This is hover, not that's a word. You still have a physical form after all. Eek! Reluctantly, I give in to pulling forces that seem intent to bring me down from the air.
Water break.
Those who just learned hover usually cannot keep airborne higher than a few inches and longer than a few seconds.
But
With more practice, you can learn to go higher and longer, but you will have a limit, as do I.
Even you?
My feet once again brush the ground. I find myself doubled over and panting, as though I had not just run a marathon.
Of course.
Of course. Your altitude just now, we poltergeists can use hover pretty much indefinitely, but even we have a limit to how high we can reach before our magic fails us. Excuse me. When we cast hover, we use supernatural magic to suppress the limitations placed on us by nature. For a minute, an hour, a day. But they're flights, Jeff. We turn to watch the last little peaks of the flock of wild geese disappearing from the view into the horizon.
Yes.
It's a magic all its own. Aw. Since there was basically no customers, I was lounging near the cash register, flipping through a magazine. That's when I got interrupted by someone clearing their throat. Glancing up, I saw Damien, who looked extremely uncomfortable. After my usual dance around them and them shying away, they finally confessed to having lost an ear that they were now looking to replace. Using scent track, I was able to locate a fitting one in a flash, rewarding me with one of Damien's rare smiles and a pat on the back by Mr. West. At the end of the day, I even got more tips than usual. I got $15 that time. Hot dog! I'm a rich boy. Okay, so it's the witching hour, so let's make some potions. You give another blue one. Let's do one yellow. Okay, if you brew 3 of the same potions, Damien's will give you 2 additional potions. 0 will double your potion's output. Lawrence will triple your potion output for your 3rd choice. Okay, so let's do this. And then it'll give me 3, and we'll do 2 of these. And we'll work with Damien. Okay.
Da-dee-da.
Da-dee-da, got no money, da-dee-da, got bad grades. Please, oh please, come to my 8s? I swoop around the corner just to catch Damien sitting near the stairs. What are they up to today?
Phew.
Ooh, almost finished.
Just one more.
Just one more, this around the knee.
Damien!
Hiya! Whoa! I open my palms like a baseball catcher, half expecting one of their eyes to pop out in surprise. Thankfully, everything stays this time. Ah, that's good. I don't want people's eyes popping out.
Please
Jeff,
don't.
please don't sneak up on me like that. Sorry. I didn't know you were so focused.
What?
But, what are you doing? I thought I heard a whoop. To imitate the sound, I zip out my arms in a long, exaggerated stance. Oh, that was... Damien moves aside to reveal a dismembered human leg. Ah, no! A needle and thread is moving on its own to stitch up a cut just below the... Wait, hold on. Moving on its own?
Wow!
Damien, you never told me you could do magic. Oh, that's... It's just an enchantment that my maker taught me. It's nothing special.
Oh.
Hey, it's still more than I can do.
It's a magic spell.
No, really, it's nothing special. It's just the stitch spell. I could teach you to do it too. I mean, if you want, that is.
Thank you.
Really? Yes, thank you, Damien.
What?
But this was for someone who was causing you problems. If this was from somebody who was causing you problems, you know you can talk to me, right?
Huh?
Problems? I gesture at their detached leg, which is obviously not in a great of shape.
Like,
If someone did this to you, they'd definitely be hearing from me.
It's not
Oh
like
my gosh, no, it's no, not like that at all. Some of the parts I got from Mr. West at the human shop are just a bit,
You see,
bargain quality, you see? Damien's fidgets trying to find a way to convey their meaning without saying a single bad word about Mr. West.
oh, you mean?
So, you mean they're all a bit as worn and banged up as this guy?
yes.
In the manner of speaking, yes. Naturally sourced can, imply a lot of things. Anyway, just, watch this. Damien recollects the needle from the leg and threads it. They remove a small pink vial from their rib cage and dip it in the end of the thread in liquid, murmuring an incantation. I think I heard this somewhere. Perhaps in class? Once? Before I fell asleep? Almost instantly, the needle leaps from Damien's fingertips and begins working to stitch shut a cut above his knee.
Wow!
Wow, Damien, that's amazing!
Let me try.
Let me try. Sure, I brought some hands that need some stitching. There's an extra vial of ichor in the bag, too. You can... I swoop over to said bag. Try on those. I'm glad you're so enthusiastic.
After all.
Why wouldn't I be? You're an awesome teacher. They look a bit flustered by the last remark.
Watch closely,
Well,
please.
watch closely, please, Jeff. I'll teach you how to cast stitch.
New spell, new spell. Jeff has got a new spell. And nobody can stop Jeff!
Sorry.
Stitch!
So, I just hold up like this and stitch! Following Damien's example, I make the word begin to stitch itself back up. The
Damien!
wound. Damien, I'm doing it! It's working perfectly! It's... The fingers suddenly start moving and the hands spring up at me.
Be careful.
Jeff! Without a word, Damien, my sweet, shy little Damien, charges forward like a valiant knight. Oh, look at that! He's so cute! Oh my gosh! Damien, you're adorable. They smack down the nasty palm as if it were an insect, with a rolled up newspaper from the table nearby, and the hand collapses.
Are you alright?
Are you alright? You have to be careful with the intonation and animation spells, or you may end up, raising something. Noted. Sorry, I'll be super extra careful from now on, but... I jump at Damien's pole. I jump up at Damien and pull them into a hug.
Wow!
That was really cool, Damien, the way you went flying in with your magic newspaper.
Thank you!
Thanks for saving me.
You're
You're welcome.
But
But that wasn't much, really. My maker, he just do it that whenever my spells got out of control, so... What's wrong? It's
It's
nothing,
nothing.
but I think that concludes our lesson for the day. I think it concluded when the hand died back there. Damien tenses up at the word died. I'm kind of curious, but my people skills tell me they weren't ready to talk about it, so I bite my tongue and push back my usual nightshade ways. For them. Anyway, thank you for the lesson, Damien. Oh, Damien doesn't seem to hear me, likely lost in thought. So in an effort to give my dear friend some space, I see myself out. Maybe another time then. Aw. Okay, so we're on the 26th now. Okay, so let's learn some more spells. Telekinesis, whale, fireball, chill. I want to get like all the spells with zero. Zero, I'm melting. You certainly look like you are.
Help me!
Save me, Zero! Save me before I dissolve in an icky puddle of sweat! I reach towards him dramatically as sweat perspires aggressively on my forehead. My theatrics are of no avail as Zero fixates on something else. The dragons are preparing for their Halloween activities. He peers out the window into the unseasonably balmy evening. I wish this house had air conditioning. As do I. Then you might stop whining about the heat and focus more on passing your exams.
Right!
I got it! I clasp my hands together and give a little pleading pout. Zero, do you magic air conditioning trick pretty please with a pumpkin on top?
For the last time.
For the last time, I am not a magic air conditioning. I am a sinister and eerie poltergeist, and the magical chill that emits from me is akin to the deathly chill of an open grave. Like a sinister eldritch air conditioning?
No.
No, not air conditioning of any kind whatsoever. Melting! I really am melting!
Right.
I have an idea, Zero. Teach me how to be a sinister and eerie air conditioner.
Huh?
I
The
must.
deathly chill of an open grave. I want to know how to emanate it too. Until I can afford a place with air conditioning anyway. Zero's gonna kill me.
Fine.
Fine, if you insist, and if it will stop you from complaining. Like, I
I
love
will.
Zero. Zero, if I have to choose, I'm picking Zero. But he's gonna murder me at some point. Like, he's so done with my shit. I do, and I will.
All right.
Alright, prepare yourself, Jeff. I am going to teach you how to cast Chill. New spell, Jeff's gonna new spell, and it's gonna be chill! I spread my hands out wide. For a second or two, nothing happened. Then,
Oh. All right.
Cool, deliciously refreshing and cool!
Well,
Does that mean you'll stop complaining and go back to studying?
Yeah.
Yeah! Thanks to your nifty spell, I have become Jeff Nightshade, the studious, the productive once more!
thank.
Glad to hear. Do your best tonight.
All right.
All right! I turn back to my desk to give the potion textbook I'm working on my fullest attention.
No way.
mm.
You know.
You're making weird noises again, Jeff.
Well.
I'm still casting the chill spell, right? You are, partly. Partly?
Mhm.
Well, you've been maintaining your concentration on casting the spell just now, so naturally your chill faltered a bit.
No
A
way.
bit? I'm starting to melt again! Wah!
I guess.
With more practice, I'm confident you'll be able to work on those things while casting chill in the background, like your own personal hair conditioning. But for now, it looks like if you divert any attention away from the spell, the chill you cast won't be effective.
Like.
How much more practice? Oh, give it 2 or 3 years, maybe 4.
No way.
I'm doomed!
Well.
Oh well. Since I won't be able to study tonight anyway, I might as well just focus on casting chill and enjoying the delicious cool air. No, you don't!
I
Gah.
knew it.
I knew this would be the case from the start. My sinister, eerie air conditioner. Zero sighs and spreads his hands. Instantly, the room becomes a degree Celsius or 2 cooler. Well, can you study now?
Thank you.
Thanks, Zero! You're the best!
Stop it.
I'm not doing it for you. It's only because there isn't any other way to get you to study, and your potions is quite desperate enough as it is. In your position. But they're still doing it for me, though.
Go away.
That's only because I don't want to be known for being friends with a witch who can't pass her Hey, that's not my pronoun. His Halloween exams. Zero. I'm happy you're my friend, Zero.
Stop.
Pipe down and get back to work studying, Jeff. And so we spent another tiring and productive night in preparing for preparing. Why was that a hard word to say? Jeff, come on. For my upcoming exams. Come on, Jeff. You know how to speak English, right? Right?
Zero.
You know, Zero.
Yes.
Yes, Jeff.
Well.
I've been thinking. I know very little about you, don't I?
That's right.
You know very little about everything, Jeff. That is why you are in such imminent danger of flunking your exams and getting expelled from Dimware High.
Speaking of
Which, how far did you progress with tonight's study plans? You've been by my side the whole time. You probably know the answer to that question better than I do.
Oh, yeah.
Do I? In which case, I must warn you that unless you start studying seriously and stop wasting time asking inane questions.
Right.
That's just it! I fold my arms across my chest in the most exasperated expression I can muster. Zero isn't escaping this time.
Huh?
Eh?
Like.
Whenever I bring up the topic of your past, you try to deflect it and change the subject.
Do I?
Do I now?
Yes.
You do, Zero! You're my oldest friend and I want to know more about you. But if you don't wish to tell me anything, all you have to do is say so, and I'll stop, because I respect your privacy. Good job, Jeff. Respect. It isn't a matter of privacy. He lets out a defeated sigh.
Actually.
The reason I don't like to talk about my past is hardly that glamorous. I simply haven't much of a past to talk about. But you've been in Poltergeist for quite a long time, haven't you?
Yes.
For much, much too long.
My
Earliest memories are of haunting the north part of a graveyard in... The name escapes me, but it was quaint little English village. I remember the vane of the church steeple agleam in midday, and the low, sad chimes of the church bell, telling the hour to those whom time no longer meant anything. His eyes have a hazy light. His eyes are hazy like the night sky as he reminisces about the distant memories of his past.
Oh.
It sounds so peaceful there. He whips his head up towards me, my comment having broken him from his trance.
No.
Peaceful? It was so unbearably boring that it drove me out of my mind.
Eventually.
One fine night, I decided I couldn't stand it any longer and left. I went here and there, haunting whatever took my fancy, lonely, wind-swept roads, crumbling, disused castles, and dark, quaking terrans. Were you fond of those days?
Not
a bit.
In the past.
I was light and free and at a loss, so to speak. I drifted aimlessly whenever the wind blew. One evening I wound up here in Halloween Town.
Actually.
I hadn't planned to stay longer than I did anywhere else, but for one reason or another, I never was able to get around to leaving. Eventually, it just got used to the idea of living here. Is there anything you miss?
Like,
Is there anything you miss from when you were, from where you came from?
I forgot.
Is there? If there is, I've forgotten.
I
know I once missed my family and friends, and in the slow, bitter nights when I was alone. Now I can't remember their names, or their faces, or what their laughter sounded like. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry.
Don't be. A lot of water has flown under those bridges, and a good thing at that. I gaze into Zero's eyes, which have become low and smoldering, like embers about to die. Instinctively, I reach out to touch him, but check myself at the last moment. Aw, good job, Jeff! Zero observes this with a sad smile. What does that mean? What does what mean?
well,
That thing holding you in... Hold on. That the thing holding you is losing its grip. What does that mean?
That means
It means my memory is weakening in my old age, which is pardonable, since I have been in Halloween Town long before you were even born. But you, my dear Jeff, are young, and unless your memory starts improving dramatically and with great haste, you will fail your Halloween exam and get expelled from school.
yeah.
Fine, but be that way. I turn my books in a huff. Just as I'm about to lift my pen, Zero speaks up.
thank you.
Aw. What for?
Never mind.
Aw. We spend the rest of the night in compassionable silence. Aw. Cute! Yeah. Yeah, I think I think Zero found his home here. That's cute. Okay. So we're at Crimson Dusk. I just want to keep learning some spells. Like, I want to get all defeat dragons or make some eggs. Let out a screech that can break glass or define anything. Move it. Ooh. This one. Clean, clean, clean the house, just I say, neat and tidy.
I'm sorry.
I have to apologize, Jeff.
I
I always thought you were a thoughtless, bumbling, devil-may-care, airheaded slob. Zero! One adjective at a time, please. But it seems like maybe, deep down, you're actually a reasonable person. Yes! Praise me some more!
Maybe.
Very, very deep down. Carefully, I climb the ladder, a pail of cleaning equipment in my hand. How was Damien injured so badly? They said that they were trying to clean up the top shelf of this cupboard, but while on the ladder, one of their joints gave out suddenly.
Ouch.
Yeah. I sigh. I sigh. It's rare for that to happen to Damien. They're not even a klutz, so I'm pretty worried.
Oh, now.
Jeff,
Don't worry.
I'm sure Damien will come home in tip-top shape after their surgery at the human shop.
Right.
So am I!
And then.
And I want to give Damien a big surprise when they get back and find this place all spick and span. Not even a single crumb of newt to be found.
Are you
That
sure?
I think that's very kind of you. Only, are you sure you'll be fine? What do you mean?
May I
You're
remind
barely
you?
keeping your balance on top of that rickety ladder while holding a mop in one hand and a pail of soapy water in another.
Well,
A series of tasks that would challenge even a trained acrobat.
Right.
I am! I am!
Amazing.
Amazingly talented, aren't I?
don't.
Don't accidentally trip and fall too, Jeff. You're such a worrywart, Zero. I tiptoe on the upmost rung, straining to reach the corner of the cupboard shelf with my mop.
Incomparable.
No
one
accident
and
could
only.
possibly happen to Jeff Nightshade, the one, the only.
Ah!
Cockroach!
Careful!
Watch out! I flinch away from the creepy crawly and simultaneously lose my balance. Ah. For one dizzying moment, I am freefall. An unseen force catches me midair.
Huh?
Huh? I'm floating? Buoyed in midair by an invisible wave as my mop and pail on either side of me. Slowly the force ebbs away, settling me and my mop and pail gently on the floor. My brain rattles inside my skull as I recover from the fall.
Well.
What happened?
Thank
Goodness I caught you in time. You scared me to death. But Zero, you're a poltergeist. Unless you want to turn into one, don't ever do something so...
Wait.
Wait, that's it. I'm an idiot. I should have taught you telekinesis. What?
That's right.
It's a poltergeist spell that allows you to move physical objects about, like slamming doors in empty rooms, breaking plates, plunging cosmetic boxes into ponds. Or catching witches falling from ladders? Precisely. Or controlling a mop and pail into cleaning the cupboard without needing to hold them yourself.
Can you teach
Oh
me?
ho! That sounds useful! Teach me, Zero!
Pay attention.
Alright, pay attention yourself, Jeff. I'm going to teach you how to cast telekinesis. New spell, Jeff has got some new spells!
Telekinesis.
That's not how you say that. Inch by inch, or is it? Is that how you spell? I always thought it was telekinesis. Do I not know how to? I might not know how to say this. Sound off in the chat if I don't know how to speak English. Inch by inch, the mop and pail raise from the ground like zombies from the grave. Dip the mop into the pail. Take the mop out.
Well done.
Not bad.
Da-dee-da.
Wipe the mop on the shelf.
But
I clicked too quickly. But with a spell such as telekinesis, concentration is absolutely key. How strange. There's a round bottom-like thing. The instant you lose it,
Huh?
it's moving! It's moving! The spell breaks. Cockroach! It flies! Zero, it's flying! The mop and pail drop as a small brown creature rears around the room before propelling up and out of the open window.
telekinesis.
Zero catches the mop right before it lands on my head. No, see, he said telekinesis. Either Jeff doesn't know how to speak English, not me. I was right. I was always right. Good to know. Zero catches the mop right before it lands on my head and, with a look of relief, crosses his face briefly.
Huh.
Telekinesis isn't the easiest spell to cast, especially when you're casting it for the first time. And being frightened by flying cockroaches.
Well,
That too. When you're quite recovered, shall we try again? After an hour under Zero's tutelage, I use telekinesis to clean not just the cupboard, but every nook and cranny in the kitchen.
Yes.
There! When Damien returns, Jeff, I'm home.
Yeah.
They're back! Can I stay? I'd like to see the look of surprise on their face, too.
Of course.
Of course! Thank you for all the help, Zero.
Apologies.
I'm sorry I caused a mess in the kitchen earlier due to my accident. I'm going to clean up right away, don't worry.
Oh,
Jeff, And Zero, what are you... And why is the kitchen... Oh! Aw, that's so cute. Mr. West told me to get to the storage room and get rather specific item for a customer. He gave me very clear instructions about how to navigate the expensive catacomb-like area, but how was I supposed to remember all that? When I found the item I was supposed to get, I caught a glimpse of a pretty dagger just a few shelves over and quickly went to inspect it. And as expected, I found myself utterly lost afterwards. After stumbling through the storage room for what felt like forever, I finally made it back outside. Oh no! Only to find Mr. West glaring at me from the top of the stairs. Apparently he was about to go searching for me because the customer had left, decided the item wasn't worth it wait anymore. So, oh no! No. Okay, whatever. Okay, so it's the witching hour. Okay, I could do whale. But then next time I'm gonna have to start doing... Zero, I've been thinking!
Well done.
Splendid. Will it become something you intend to do regularly basis?
Right.
You've been around Halloween Town for ages, haven't you?
Yes.
You could say that.
Whoa.
Remember when we first met that night a century ago? I was a snotty little kid.
Why?
Why the past tense, Jeff? And when I suddenly saw you glaring and hovering right in front of me, I burst into tears. I wasn't glaring. And clearly I remember I apologized. Repeatedly.
Right.
You did! I stopped crying because it looked like I was scaring you even more than you were scaring me.
I admit it.
Not the most glorious highlight of my career as a poltergeist, I will admit. A sticker escapes my lips.
Whoa.
Pretty glorious to look back down now, though. Anyway, you probably know all kinds of things about Halloween Town. Probably. Such as the generations of students who attended Dimware High.
Yes.
A school of long and distinguished history.
And then...
And the graduation exams they had to take every Halloween.
I see.
Ah, yes, I see what you're after now.
Can you
Teach me, Zorro! Zero! Not Zorro. Zorro's a different character. Teach me a spell that will help me pass all of Halloween exams. Unfortunately, no such spell exists.
That's how
Estella
it is.
does a great job at changing the nature and layout of the exam year by year, and the obstacles she sets are unpredictable even to me.
No way.
Alas, alack! Oh, woe is me!
But...
However,
Mhm.
one test I noticed she is particularly fond of is to devise a monster that will try to obstruct the student. How scary! What's the monster's weakness? It's difficult to say. On some years the monster she used was weak to fire, on others weak to ice.
Maybe.
Some could only be overcome by magic, others had to be stopped with physical objects. How depressingly unpredictable. In a great show of expiration, I throw my hands into the air and knock back my head.
No way.
There's no shortcut to passing, huh?
Actually...
But come to think of it, none of them are invulnerable to noise. I perk back up. Noise?
Yes.
I can teach you to wail, a spell that lets you emit a screech so loud it deafens and stuns anything within range. It also temporarily blocks your ears so you won't become part of the affected party. Hellhounds, imps, harpies, even dragons, hit any of them with wail at full blast and they all need a minute or 10 to regain with their senses.
Maybe.
It could buy you the breathing room you need to get away.
Right.
That sounds useful! Wait, did you say dragons?
Don't worry.
Oh, don't worry about that. The school made her stop using them on students after too many concerned parents complained.
Pay attention.
Anyway, prepare yourself, Jeff. I'm going to teach you to cast Wail. New spell, Jeff's gonna learn to wail with his new spell. Ready!
Wait.
1 second. Your neighbors
Yes.
have been warned and are out walking their hellhounds. Damien
Yeah.
has taken their ears off. Okay, good. Zero stops his ears with his fingers and scrunches his face.
All right.
Now.
Ah!
That was a noise. Judging by the expression of excruciating... Aww. Whale is even more powerful than I even imagined.
Stop.
I was starting to have fun.
Stop it.
Any louder and you'll cause nearby windows and mirrors to shatter.
Think
Not to
about
mention
it.
all those vials of potions you have stocked up. Wouldn't want to repurchase all of those for the exam now, would you?
No,
Oh, no. Was I really that loud?
Yes.
You were. Be sure to use whale carefully and sparingly. Okay.
Huh.
Ha! I'd love to see the look on Estella's face when she finds out her precious monsters can all be beaten by someone screaming very, very loudly. You know, Zero, I'm surprised you're on a first-name basis with Miss Magwitch. She's so formidable and severe to everyone.
Because
That's because you haven't known her since the first day she arrived at Halloween Town, lost and penniless and running away from a broken heart. Miss Magwitch? Broken heart? How? Who? Why? When?
don't.
I'm not going to gossip with you about your superiors. Practice the spell a couple more times when nobody is nearby, obviously.
And then.
And when the day of reckoning comes, wail and watch Miss Magwitch's monsters flee in terror.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay. I am loving this game. Like, it's cute, it's fun. 0, 0, 0, I figured it out. How to pass your Halloween exam?
No.
No! How to hug you?
Mhm.
To hug me?
Yes.
Yes!
I'm
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
Well.
I can't hug you, and whenever I try to, I end up messing up your essence, right?
That's right.
Right, Jeff. Very annoying, too. Because I'm made of flesh and blood, while you're a spirit of ether and magic.
Mhm.
Taking you that long to figure out, has it? Almost 180 years.
What?
But, listen to this!
Well.
I'm all ears for better or worse. What if I turn into a spirit of ether and magic, too?
Good
Oh,
heavens.
good heavens, Jeff. The Halloween exams are difficult, but they're not lethal. You won't be facing any obstacles that could actually kill you, you know?
No.
I don't mean that.
I see.
Then you've lost me.
Can you
I
teach
mean,
me?
teach me a spell I can cast to transform into the best matchmaker in Dimware. Me, into a poltergeist like you. That's actually not a terrible idea, come to think of it.
All right.
It could be pretty useful for you in the exam.
Yes.
Then there is a spell that will let me transform into a spooky spirit version of myself. My choice of words makes him roll his eyes before continuing with his explanation. Almost. Insubstantiate will make you form ghost-like. You'll be able to walk through walls, turn invisible, and hover in midair, just like any poltergeist.
All right.
That sounds super cool! Teach me the spell, Zero!
All right.
Alright, prepare your blue potions.
Crab apples.
Don't tell
Oh no! I thought I did bring them with me.
0.
Oh, I didn't know. Making blue. Okay, if you brew through the same potions, we'll give you 2 additional potions. Oh wait, no! Blue. Lawrence drops the crate with a heavy thud, then wipes his hands against each other, feeling accomplished yet unaware of my presence. Hee hee. I think that's all. I think that's all deliveries for today. Maybe I'll find a nap. Laurie! Oh, a sad puppy. Lawrence turns stiffly to face me, his ears flat against his hair.
Again.
Which, I told you 1,000 times, my name is...
I remember.
I know, Lawrence, right? I watch as his ears perk up again. They look so soft, so fuzzy, so...
What?
But how do you expect me to call you by your name if you don't use mine? I guess you have a point. His ears twitch a little and drop as he looks away. Is that a pout hiding behind his mask?
Right.
That's it! I can't hold myself back any longer. I'm so sorry! Sorry for word. Lawrence makes a noise somewhere between a whimper and a whine as I grab him in a headlock and ruffle his ears to my heart's content. Jesus Christ. I'm assaulting the boy! I discover that if you scratch behind them, his foot starts tapping, but he grabs me by the shoulders and pulls me away before I can learn much more than that.
What are
do you
doing?
think that you're doing? Your ears are just so unbelievably cute. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
You have to.
You have to. You can't just go around touching people like that. At least ask first.
Oh, you mean...
So you would have said yes if I... No. My ears aren't a toy for foolish people to play with. My hearing is a lot more sensitive than yours. Every tap is an echo that reverberates in my head.
Oh.
I can't even imagine what that must be like. Ugh. If I teach you, will you leave me then be? Teach me. Teach me.
Wow.
Oh gosh, you're going to show me how to be super cute puppy ears? No, pumpkin head. I'll teach you what big ears. A spell to improve your hearing. Aww. Oh, that's such a cute name to the spell. Oh, well, I suppose that could be useful too. They're better to hear what you with, my dear. Am I right? I wink playfully at him, and he thumps his palm against my... Did I miss out on being able to romance the ghost because I didn't have enough blue potions? I hope not. I'll cry. Anyway, pay attention. This is what big ears. Big ears, new spell. Big ears in my new spell. Big ears, new spell.
What big ears?
What big ears? I didn't think it was possible to improve my hearing through a few easy steps, but with a few simple gestures and the magic words, everything is a lot more in focus. Oh, I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that word. I know it's the doctor for ears, but like, ugh. That should have worked. Tell me what you hear. I hear the beetles crawling around the grass, the crows flapping their wings above us.
Good.
Good. Anything else?
Well...
There are glasses clinking near the cafe down the hill from here, and...
How?
What? Something is growling really close by.
hmm.
It isn't you, is it?
No.
No, but I don't hear a thing. Lawrence watches the area around us carefully, alert and ready for action. He seems to be taking this seriously. I hear the growl again, and without a doubt, it's definitely coming from Lawrence.
Well...
Are you sure it isn't you?
Of course not.
Of course it's not.
Hmm.
Go back home. The lesson is over.
But...
But Lawrence,
Watch yourself.
it might be unsafe. A witch that can't use many spells won't be able to defend themselves. I've got a lot of spells now. He folds his arms and nods affirmatively at his own deduction.
I'll do it.
I'll look into the weird noise by myself. All right. Lawrence turns to leave, and I hear the growling again as he dashes off into the woods. That's when I suddenly realize that was his stomach, wasn't it? Ah, Lawrence, what? Wait, it's okay. Maybe I'll bring along a box of treats or a dog bone next time. Okay. Okay. Let's learn Fireball, and then we've learned everything from him. Except for that one. Oh. Never have 0 potions. Never have 0 potions. Learn the spells, Jeff Nightshade, the stressed, the worried. I've been wondering, Jeff. What?
Well...
Setting aside these Halloween exams, monomania, isn't there a spell that you'd actually like to learn? A spell I'd like to learn?
Yes.
Yes. I thought it might be less stressful for you to learn a spell you've always wanted to learn. You mean such a spell to make every matchmaking party have a huge success?
No.
No. Anyway, don't you need a spell to manage that? A tinge of pink tickles my cheek. Thanks, Zero. I'm by far, without a shadow of a doubt, the most amazing matchmaker in Dimware High, aren't I?
Wait.
That wasn't a... Wait. That sort of was a compliment, wasn't it? Ugh.
It's love,
Love, love, love makes the world go round, round, round.
You know.
Let me put it this way. Suppose everyone that you knew has already found happiness and true love, and there isn't anyone left to matchmake with anyone else anymore.
Right.
I'm trying to get there. You mustn't rush me.
Hey!
That's not what I mean. Keep calm, Zero. Breathe in, breathe out. What's touching my leg? Oh, that's what. Okay. It's a cord that's supposed to be there. Keep calm, Zero. Breathe in, and breathe out. I slowly move my arms up and down in alignment with the breathing for Zero to see. His brow twitches slightly at the sight.
That means...
What I wish to say is, given the situation I described just now, wouldn't there be a spell you'd be interested in learning?
Like,
When I was little, do you remember the fantasy stories we would read together? I do. I also recall you were a lot less insufferable then.
yes.
I love the tales of powerful mages who could call lightning down from the sky, cleave mountains apart, hurl fiery infernos.
Yeah.
I used to daydream about how cool it would be if a mage like that, battling the forces of evil, with someone awesome spells.
Yes.
Summoning lightning and cleaving mountains are a little advanced at this stage.
But...
But, how would you like to learn how to throw fireballs?
Oh.
You mean I can?
Yes.
I do. It's one of the most basic spells there is, and even a chronically truant witch like you should be able to get the hang of it in no time.
Amazing.
Awesome! Teach me, Zero!
Alright.
Alright, prepare yourself, Jeff. I'm going to teach you how to cast Fireball. New spell! Gonna learn Fireball! New spell!
Fireball.
Fireball! As the air between my palms grow warm, a small little sphere of flame flickles to life.
Wow.
Flickles? Flickers. Fire! I made fire! You should have been able to cast this 10 months ago. Well, it's better late than never, I suppose.
Zero.
Zero! Zero, follow me!
Huh?
Where are we going? I dashed downstairs to the kitchen with Zero trailing in the air noiselessly behind me.
Fireball.
Zero, watch! Fireball! I toss the fireball onto the stovetop, which starts burning. I grab a pan, smear some butter in the surface, and crack 2 eggs into it.
I see.
I hold the pan over the stove. Soon the eggs are crackling and savory smell fills the air.
Yes.
Fireball fried eggs!
Yes.
Yes, quite. Fireball, will primarily used as combat magic, is a favorite of mages who arrange their barbecue on a day with damp weather. Next, I fill a kettle with water and throw in a satchel of tea leaves.
Right.
I'm going to make Fireball boil to eat tea too!
Well
I'm
done.
so glad you are finding so many domestic uses for this spell. But tell me, Jeff,
Well...
when are you going to give battle to a ravening kraken with your fiery inferno? Save a beleaguered city by incinerating hordes of the undead led by an evil necromancer.
Well.
Zero, I know I'm long way away from being a true witch. I know I'm starting late, and I know there are so many things to learn in so little time. But I'm trying my best in my own way, and I know how lucky I am to have you helping me push it through, Zero.
Please.
Will you continue lending me your support, like you always have through all of this time? He stares deeply at my person before nodding gently and nearly hiding what is the softest smile I've ever seen from him.
Eventually.
Yes. Yes, I will. I like Zero. Ah, da-da. As I was stocking shelves, I heard some students snickering and whispering to each other. Somehow, I got the feeling they were up to no good, but couldn't quite make out what they were saying. After improving my hearing, I realized they were planning to drop a darkness bomb so they could rob us blind. Literally! I had them leave before they could do any harm. When I told Mr. West about the almost incident, he rewarded me for my trouble. Nice.
Well...
Well,
Huh?
what?
What's the matter?
You've been sneaking glances at me for the better part of the last 2 hours. When are you going to tell me what's the matter? I filled my thumbs and glanced upwards at his fixated stare.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, please. Don't spare me. I can take it.
Tell me.
Am I wearing my shirt on the wrong way? Is my face disfigured by an outbreak of ghostly acne? Has a poltergeist pigeon splattered poltergeist droppings on top of my head?
Really?
Are there really poltergeist pigeons that can do that?
No.
No. Which is what makes your behavior all the more puzzling. We poltergeists do not change our appearances ever. Not in our dress, not in our acne, not even in the ghostly droppings of poltergeist pigeons on our heads.
What?
But you have changed, I can't put my finger on it, but
For the last time.
for the last time, Jeff, poltergeists never outwardly change.
Right.
That's it.
What?
What's it?
I'm sure.
You've inwardly changed. I'm sure of it. I thought this since our last... No, I've thought this for some time now. Maybe longer than I know I knew.
Like,
I thought you feel different from how you used to be.
Remember?
You can't feel me, remember?
no.
I can. And I figured out exactly how you're different.
Astonish me.
Right.
You're fading. What? No! His eyebrows rise, then subsequently fall, and the bright red shine in his eyes that always radiates so profusely dims.
I'm fading.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so gradual, day by day, that I never noticed it happening right in front of my very eyes. But Zero, you're not as sharply defined as you were when we first met, or even a year ago. Zero, what's going on? Talk to me.
Remember?
Do you know how poltergeists come into existence?
Of course.
Of course. Let's see. A human dies somewhere, right? Then,
You know.
poltergeists come into existence when a person dies with an unresolved matter near and dear to their heart.
That means.
Say, we cannot bear to leave this world, having left undone that which we ought to have done. Oh. I try to rack my mind around what he just told me, and my overworked brain from all this potion cramming begins to fry. Zero watches me struggle and sighs before signaling me to pay attention as he continues his explanation.
In the past.
I've met malevolent poltergeists who were murdered and taken to haunting the house of their death, and tormenting those who try to live there. And I've met benevolent poltergeists who left a debt unpaid, and in repentance try to help the living. But what we all have in common is, when the unresolved matter is resolved, we move on. Move on?
Yes.
Poltergeists aren't natural, and in nature's grand scheme of life and death, there is no place for us.
That means.
We are tied to this world by the unresolved matter of our hearts, that matter our hearts cling to. When that disappears, so must we. Zero, if you don't mind me asking, what does your heart cling to?
I've forgotten.
Oh, that's so sad.
Huh?
That's right.
Some poltergeists resolve their problems dramatically, like haunting down the murderer or helping the child of a friend they had once let down. But for most of us, the resolution comes in due time as time heals all wounds. Essentially, we end up forgetting that which bound us here. I'm surprised it kept me around for so long. I suppose I must have forgotten everything at last.
Zero.
A wave of emotion rushes to my face, and it's taking every ounce of control to not fling myself into him, my childhood friend, upon learning the truth.
Oh, now?
You're not about to cry, are you?
No.
No, of course not. I'm one and only Jeff Nightshade. D-da-dee. That's good. I've always hated to see you cry, Jeff. I don't like either. But you're saying that you'll disappear.
No way.
I don't want that. Because
Like-
you're a ghost, I thought you'd always be here with me. With all of us.
You know.
Nothing lasts forever, not even poltergeists. All things must come to an end. Is there anything I can do to stop you from disappearing? Anything at all?
No.
I don't think so. Unless you can make me remember the reason why I had become a poltergeist in the first place. But that's impossible, realistically speaking. No one now knows my birth name, or who I was when I died. Nothing remains of all that, except maybe a faint ache in my chest, and even that is fading. As Zero speaks, a faint ache in his chest. I can feel a strong one brewing within mine.
Zero.
Do you want to move on? If you do, I'm glad for you that you're forgetting.
What?
But if not,
Well.
do you want to remain here, together with me, just a while longer? Zero is quiet for a long time. Then, without a word, he leans in close to me and kisses the top of my head. I can't feel his touch. There's only a chilling sensation that causes my skin to tingle and make tears form in my eyes. I blink to force them down. There were no words spoken for the rest of the evening, held in each other's company, but I never felt more heard.
Oh, my feelings! Oh, my feelings! Oh my gosh.
Well, that's all his spells. Let's see what these guys got. Clone a body part with your hand. Grants you superior intellect. Choose one body part to strengthen. There's advantages to being 7 feet tall. Oh. I like that one. So, in exchange for some protection, plenty of smaller creatures won't mind lending you a hand. So I like these last two for him. Summon your vampire ally. Okay, I like that one. Detect nearby. Climb up the nearby. Oh, crawl. So, night creature crawl. I have something similar. I like that one. So I've got 3 for her I'd like. The 27th. Let's buy. Oh, hold on. Okay. 2, 3, 3, and 2. So let's buy some yellow. We'll buy 3. And then red. And we'll buy 3. Okay. So at least buying potions doesn't take much time. So then let's, because we can't have 0. So let's gentle giant. Oh, it wiggled everything. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, stretches. Oh. Smash.
No.
No. Jeff,
Are you
Jeff, are you
alright?
hurt?
No way.
Damien, I broke my potion bottles. I'm not wearing any shoes or socks. I stare at the thousands of pieces of glass shattered on the ground all around me in dismay. I undoubtedly trapped. I'm going to be here forever and miss my exams at the Halloween party. With a clenched fist, I tilt my head up and shed a false tear. I'm sorry to all the couples out there who will never meet, having been deprived of my matchmaking prowess. Know that my heart goes out to you.
Please.
Jeff, don't be like that.
You see.
I can sweep away the shards for you. Damien opens their mouth and sings a few notes. It's quiet for a moment, but before I can ask, I hear scuffling noises. It starts coming from the corner of the room and then the walls. Suddenly, from everywhere, mice. As they run towards Damien, they mimic the tune in their own squeaky way.
Wow.
Oh, wow! Damien crouches down as they softly pet the furry animals.
Please.
Excuse me, friends. If you don't mind, could you please help us pick up this mess? Sure enough, little paws begin to swiftly and carefully collect the glass, depositing it into their trash bin Damien brings out for them. How nice of them. And the kitchen is clean within seconds. Well, aside from the cheese, Damien happily sprinkles around a lot of them. So I'm gonna get those last few spells, because what I'm thinking is I need spells and I need potions for the final test. So I need to make sure I got plenty of spells to do that with. I mean potions to do that with.
Amazing.
Damien, that was amazing! You're like the one character from the movies!
Huh?
Not really. I get along, better with creatures than I do with people, after all.
Right.
It must be because you're so gentle with everyone and everything. I could see it. If I was an animal, I sure would like to be around you too, just like you were now. They bashfully put their hands up on their left cheek and trace small circles on the ground using their tippy toes. I'm not sure about that one.
There's that cute face again!
It's just before I came to Halloween Town, after my maker passed away. Most of my companions were animals.
Sometimes.
Whenever I'd come across a creature on the road that was hungry or lost or being troubled by humans, I would help them out.
You see?
And in time, well, they would try to help me too. Aw, that sounds so precious.
Yes.
I want cute animal friends like you.
What?
But for as long as I can remember, small creatures have had a tendency to run away from me. Oh, Jeff, you're probably just too energetic.
Well,
If you're kind to them and respect their boundaries, it's not too difficult.
although...
Though if you'd like to call upon them and speak in a way they understand, I do know a spell for that.
Yeah.
Really? Really want to learn? Show me!
All right.
Alright, but if I teach you the spell, Gentle Giant, you have to be careful with it.
Please.
It's not a spell to control another. It's not a spell to control another. You may only ask favors of the animals, and in exchange you must offer them something in return.
No way.
You worry too much. Do I look like someone who would be even a little mean? They look into my eyes and smile. My own heart gives a spook when it skips a beat.
No.
And that's why I trust you.
Well...
Additionally, abusing the spell will cause you to lose trust with the animals. If they have no faith in your bond, the magic will no longer work.
All right.
Got it! I don't want to ask them anything anyway. Just talking to them seems neat.
Okay.
I understand.
It's
The song I just sang is embedded with the old magic of the forest. If you sing it, the animals will hear it. Hear it. If you sing it, the animals that hear it will understand your intentions.
Oh.
Do you think you could maybe show me more than that?
Watch close.
Okay,
please.
watch closely, Jeff. I'll try to teach you the cast Gentle Giant.
New spell, I'm gonna learn a new spell. Jeff's got so many spells in his hat.
I attempt to sing the notes that Damien had done, but I make a mess up a little. But I think I mess up a little, here and there. Unexpectedly, Damien sings with me, and my solo becomes a duet. But still, no furry friend in sight. I cross my arms and pout. Is it because they don't trust me yet?
Wait.
No, Jeff, look there. I turn around. From near the entry of the kitchen, a small black kitten!
Yes! Yes! Black cats!
When our eyes meet, it mews at me and my heart melts.
Wow.
Hello! Oh my gosh! Did you come to talk to me? Thank you so much! When I speak, it pats over and rubs against my knees. I think I'm going to cry and Damien smiles, gently patting my head.
All right.
I'll leave you to it. There's more milk in the fridge when they're done. Damien leaves and I spend the entire afternoon chatting with the kitten instead of getting any work done. But I think I'm on my way to getting my very own familiar, as a proper witch should.
The incomparable.
At this rate,
The one and
failing the exams will be impossible for the wonderful Dee-Dee-Da, the incomparable Dee-Dee-Da, the one, and the only Jeff Nightshade of Dimwire High!
Come again.
Thanks, doll! Come see us again soon! The instant the last two customers leave, Camilla hums cheerfully to herself and locks the front door. I'm about to take the first bite of my burger when she turns to me with a sort of smug satisfaction.
Parched.
We worked hard this morning, did we not? I'm positively parched. I stare at her with my mouth open, a very appealing sight, before clamping it shut. Parched?
Oh.
Oh,
mean-
hold on. I'll grab your lunch for you. We can eat together. I go to look underneath the counter in case she left a bag, but there's nothing. Quickly, I race to the back, but there isn't anything in the ice bags either. As I return, Camilla's eyes on me. She's gonna try and eat me, isn't she? Full of amusement. Did you forget your lunch today? Seems so.
Whatever shall I do?
Whatever shall I do? I look back at my own lunch, a leftover burger from last night's supper, and a bottle of milk. I guess I could go halvesies. Well, if you need a drink, you can have some of mine. I thrust the unopened bottle towards Camilla, but she immediately takes a step back like it's minced garlic, which I'm pretty sure it's not. Which gives? What gives? No thank you, dear. Milk is not quite to my taste.
You know?
It never really satisfies me, you know? She smiles gently and saunters over to me. When I look into her eyes, I see the same spark as when she looks at customers. It's chilling. I know what she's doing, but her voice is so hypnotic, it almost causes my heart to skip a beat. But, my darling little witch, You do know what would satisfy a thirsty vampire, yes? Blood? If it's bad enough that you want to enthrall me, I guess I could give you some of mine, but you owe me.
Right.
And it better not hurt. Sweet Jeff, you always full of surprises.
I feel a little
Even when you know what I was up to, oh goodness, I feel a little embarrassed. She glances away and twirls her hair under her index finger.
Whoa.
Well, we are friends, and you're always helping me out, so I think it's the least I can do.
Dear.
You're so kind, not to mention 100% right.
I promise.
I swear to you that I shall only take the tiniest bit.
Come on.
Give me your hand, please. Aw, that's cute. Look at that little chew. I do exactly as she asks. With one of her satisfied little hums, Camilla kneels before me and takes my hand, then gently presses her lips to the back of my palm. I feel a pinch for just a moment, but then nothing but a little dizziness. Camilla lifts her head and licks her lips before removing a handkerchief from her sleeve, which she carefully wraps around my hand. Red berry, with notes of chocolate and cream. You certainly like your sweets, don't you? Huh? You can tell all that from my blood? I have an experienced palate for such things. If you're truly curious, I suppose I could give you a penance of my own.
Of course.
Few things upon this earth are quite as energizing as fresh blood, when you have acquired the taste, of course. She does look like she's a lot to get up and go, but drinking blood? No, I'm not gonna drink blood.
No way.
I couldn't drink blood, never. I'm sorry, Camilla. Oh, since you're able to answer so enthusiastically, I suppose you must not need it. Despite her chirpy tone, she seems a little, I don't know, disappointed?
At any
I don't
rate.
care. At any rate, I know a less physical means of absorbing energy. It may not be as effective as blood, but it would provide a pick-me-up in a pinch.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna go learn a spell.
I wiggle my fingers spookily at Camilla, and she shakes her head, smiling briefly. Something like that, yes. It's a spell called Leech Life.
Oh,
Yeah.
like Bulbasaur. I didn't know we were Pokemon now.
Sorry, guys. That sounds ominous, but let's get to
I'll
learning.
teach you.
Alright, darling. I'll teach you how to cast Life Leech.
I'm a Bulbasaur with my new spell. I'm a Bulbasaur with.
I mean, I was already green, so that helps, but... Camilla spends the rest of her break instructing me how to steal energies indirectly. It's a pretty simple process. All you have to do is lock eyes with the target after casting the spell, and you'll slowly drain their energy. Nice and straightforward. Not even I could mess this up. I mean, I could. I haven't had a chance to test it all, though. After she showed me, Camilla wouldn't even look at me. The awkward silence stretches between us for what seems like forever. Shortly after our break, a customer finally shows up, and they're wearing a mean face that spells business. Hey, I want to return this. I blink, then quickly tap the small board next to the counter sheepishly.
Whoa.
We have a no return policy on every product in the store. Sorry.
Why does that matter? My spell didn't work. I demand to see your manager.
Our R's meet, and we just sort of stare at each other. It takes me a second to gather my nerves, but I decide to put what I've learned into good
Life
use.
leech.
Slowly, the man's shoulders begin to sink, and I feel a bit of energy gradually me back up. Thankfully, after about 5 minutes, he shakes his head and wobbles off without a word.
Yes.
Yes! Nightshade wins! As I fist bump into the air, I think I catch Camilla smiling at me out of the corner of my eyes. But when I go to look again, she seems to have vanished. Too unprofessional? Or maybe I should be careful with the spells. So as she told me, not like I'm going to be leeching out of the answers of the Halloween exams anytime soon. Okay. So we're still doing, we don't have a lot of purple. But his uses red and blue. 2 red, 1 blue. So that won't leave us with 0 in case we get... Let's do that. I scribble the final connection on the paper in front of me, and I'm finally done. Whew! They assign way too much homework around the exam seasons. I'm going to... Knock knock.
Huh?
Huh? Someone at the door? Quickly, I glide down the staircase to the knocking coming from outside the front door. Then the stranger speaks up without warning as I walk toward the entrance. Trick or treat! Trick or treat? Excuse me. You heard me. Trick or treat. I never thought I'd say this about trick or treater, but this guy sounds like he means business. I'm not sure I really want to open it now.
Well,
Sorry, I think you're too early. Halloween. Sorry, I think you're a little too early. Halloween isn't for another few days. Doesn't matter. If you have nothing to offer, then pay with your reputation.
huh?
My reputation?
I'm sorry.
Pardon me, Jeff. I'll see to our guest.
Damien!
When did you get here? I don't mind if people make fun of me. I'm kind of the class clown and enjoy a good banter anyways. But Damien? Damien usually keeps to themselves. What if people try to bully them to get to me? No way! I absolutely won't let that happen!
No way!
Wait! Damien, no! We don't know who's out there! I try to reach for their sleeve, but they pull away quicker than I expect and don't wait up before opening the door. Damien! I try to peer out to see who's at the door. Oddly enough, I can barely see past them. Someone is moving about in front of them, but whoever it is seems to be shrinking by comparison. Wait, did Damien just grow taller? Oh, I was just joking. Oh, hell, look at the time. I forgot the class will start soon. See you, but maybe not. Before I even find out who it is, the person has already dashed away, leaving not even an after image where they once stood. Damien turns to me with a smile.
You see?
The good thing about being a 7-foot-tall monster, Jeff, is that it's very easy to win disputes without having to say anything.
Wow!
I wonder how long it's taken me to grow that tall. Maybe I need to drink more bat milk.
It's okay.
I think you're just fine as you are.
What?
But if you're curious, I know an illusion spell that would make you appear that way. They, call it intimidation.
Well...
It's a little cartoonish, but...
Yes!
Show me! Please! Please!
All right.
Alright, well, watch closely, please. I'll try to teach you how to cast intimidation. Jeff has got a new spell, Jeff has got a new spell, and he's gonna intimidate some people! With my newest potion finished at the ready, I don't waste any time in casting the spell.
Intimidation!
I don't feel any different, but Damien's blue eyes widen a little. They remind me of that beautiful stained glass. How do I look? Horrifying? Spectacular?
Maybe.
Perhaps you should see for yourself. They steer me towards one of the mirrors in the hallway. And although Damien tries to fight it, I see their shoulders shaking with laughter. I stare into the mirror and freeze. I look like one of those plush toys, the one with a huge body and tiny head!
Well...
I did say it's a little cartoonish.
How?
How come it looks scary when you do it? Practice, Jeff. A lot of practice. Are you okay, Damien?
It's
I'm fine.
nothing.
There's reasons I had learned that spell was because, well, when I was younger, the villagers would group together and chase me with pitchforks. Hello, Ruth! I don't know why you're saying hello. You've been here for a while. Hee, what's going on? The wind is dulled? Can you see these comments? Yes, I can see your comments, Ruth. Can you hear me? You also have to keep in mind, Ruth, there is a bit of a lag, so if you say something, you're not gonna hear my reply for a little bit, so. But yeah, I see your comments. I hope you're doing good. What's going on? The wind is dulled. I don't get what the wind is dulled means, though. But I'll get back to the game. There's a reason I learned that spell when I was younger. Well, when I was... Yes, I have been streaming for about 3.5 hours so far. Having a lot of fun with this game. But I think I'm getting close to the end. There's a reason I learned the spell was because, well, when I was younger, the villagers would group together and chase me with pitchforks and torches.
My maker.
My maker taught me to take a larger form to scare them away, so no one would get hurt. I put both hands on my hips and puff out my oversized chest in the mirror. Yeah, oh, is the sound logging behind what the video showing? Cause I hope not. I hope there's not a lag in the video, the audio and the video. I'm not sure how I would fix that necessarily. I put both hands on my hips and puff out my oversized chest in the mirror.
Alright!
You know, actually, this body of mine is great, because if my arms are so huge, I can give super big hugs! Before Damien has the chance to resist, not that I think they would, I throw my arms around them and pull them into a tight embrace. As long as I'm here, no one will ever pick on you again, got it? Slowly, they pull their arms up around me and clench my back firmly. Aww!
Thank you.
Oh, that's cute. Cutie patooties. Absolute cuties. Okay.
Damien!
Just a moment.
Just a moment. What's taking them so long? Damien, do you need some help? My question gets a very obvious answer when Damien appears near the top of the stairs with a large stack of books in his hands. Can they even see over that pagnated mountain?
Apologies.
Apologies, Jeff. I just wanted to make sure I had brought... Oh! Eh! I rush over as Damien trips over their feet, but it's too late. Doesn't feel like it lags. Seems like it's all matching up. I think what Ruth is talking about is there's a lag between what they say and when I can respond, but there's no way for me to necessarily fix that. There's just, it's part of the live streaming. But welcome to the stream, Teresa! Hope you're having a good time. I rush over as Damien trips over their feet, but it's too late. They go over the banister and... Oh no! Poor little guy. They go over the banister and tumble down the stairs, landing in a heap of books. And limbs on the floor.
Damien!
Damien! Damien!
No!
Speak to me! Oh no! I dig through the books, but they don't move.
Damien!
Damien! Are you?
No!
No, don't let me get accused of murder!
It's okay.
It's okay, I'm still alive.
Huh?
Huh? With a grunt, Damien stands themselves back up and dusts off unseen dirt from their clothes. There wasn't a scratch on them.
Huh?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Jeff. I didn't mean to make such a mess.
Wait.
I'll clean it. Wait.
Are you alright?
Are you feeling alright? You're quite pale. Damien! I cry crocodile tears and throw my arms around their neck to emphasize with their horrible crimes against my sanity. They tense a little at first, but wrap their arms around me not long after.
Don't you know?
Don't worry me like that ever again. I almost had to imagine life in a dungeons.
Thank you?
Thanks for your concern.
Yes!
You bet.
What?
But that looked like a really nasty fall. It's a miracle you're still standing right now.
Oh.
That's it's not a miracle. It's the magic spell, Indestructible. Indestructible?
Yes.
When I was created, my maker took measures to assure no harm would come to my person.
Wow!
Wow! With a capital W-O-W! Wow!
I could teach you.
If you're interested, I could teach you part of it. It's perfect for you.
Alright!
Count me in Count me interested. I can talk.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Now I won't have to worry so much. What was that again?
It's
Nothing.
Watch closely, please.
Now watch closely, please, Jeff. I'll try to teach you how to cast Indestructible. Got another new spell! Oh man, I'm getting so many cool spells. Like, I'm gonna be the...
Indestructible!
Like, I know the premises is that the character has missed a lot of school and messed up a lot and doesn't know what they're doing really, but I feel like I feel like in the matter of like, it's been, I think I'm on the 27th right now. So in the matter of just 3 days, I have learned so many spells. Suddenly, a swelling feeling takes hold, then dies down, and I don't feel much different from before. Of course, other than the sudden urge to perform immediate and daring feats to test my new capabilities. I grip both fists and hold them up in front of my chest in anticipation.
Alright!
Okay, I think I've got it. So, I'll take this stack of books to the top of the stairs and then throw myself down.
Don't.
I think absolutely not. Aw, wait, you mean that wasn't what the books were for?
Of course not.
No, goodness, of course not. Those are
Well,
books about magic theory. If you really want to test it that badly...
Wait.
Here, hold on. I'll get you something.
Don't do it.
Don't you dare jump down those stairs, Jeff.
Yes!
Yes, my liege! I oblige, my liege! Damien casts a doubtful glance before walking away. A few seconds later, they emerge with a wooden plank.
Okay.
Please recast the spell and try punching this as hard as you can. Now we're talking! It'd probably take some time of martial arts to break this plank if I didn't have the power of magic and Damien on my side.
Alright!
Okay, so I just use the sigil and...
Go!
Take this! Jeff's heart-shattering comet punch! Crack! My fist goes through it like a hole puncher through a greeting card. I don't feel a single sting. Damien looks satisfied.
Excellent.
That was excellent.
You know.
The spell should make you invulnerable for about 5 minutes each time you cast it.
Although.
Although you, don't have to name your attacks.
Why?
What do you mean? Naming them is the best part.
The incomparable.
How else will people know
One
it's
and only-
incomparable? One and only Jeff Nightshade doing them. You should try it too. If you say so, maybe another day. For now, I have some books to clean up.
Phew.
Why did I try to bring so many? Watching as they go to pick up their books scattered across the stairway, I decide to venture over and follow suit. Damien casts me a surprised look.
Oh.
Oh, you don't have to trouble yourself. I know you hate cleaning. It's fine. This is my home too, after all, and I owe you one for teaching me that spell and all.
Thank you.
Thank you. As we work on it together, silence falls upon us and causes me to think.
Why?
Why would your maker want you to be indestructible anyway? You're not even a klutz.
Oh.
Oh, that's... Well, when I was created, my maker was, not well liked in the neighborhoods we lived in. Humans used to throw things at us to try to chase us out. They managed to, sometimes.
No way!
What? Those bullies! I roll up my imaginary sleeve. Imaginary sleeve? You're wearing a long sleeve shirt. What do you mean imaginary sleeve? Goofy. I roll up my imaginary sleeves and put the most mean and serious face I can muster. When I'm done with them!
It's okay.
Jeff, it's okay. It was a long time ago. Those humans have all died already anyway. But that was the reason why my maker always said we needed to have thick skins to get through life.
Like,
So he made you the most impenetrable of all?
Yes.
I guess so.
what?
But as long as you're with me, even if you're not, I'll make sure to protect you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Right.
So, I hope you can keep smiling without worries, Damien, my sweetest friend in the world. Oh, what a cutie! So cute. They avert their eyes from my view and shyly slide their hands behind their back.
It's nothing.
I'll try. Damien is adorable. Like, okay. So we're all out of red potions, so we definitely... Okay, so now it's... Oh, it's 28. Okay. Y'all are being goofy with emojis. Okay, I don't have enough money to buy potions, so let's make some. If you brew through the same potions, Jamie will give you 2 additional potions. Lawrence will triple your potion output for your 3rd choice. And then if you brew through different potions, Camilla will give you 2 random additional potions. I'm gonna do Lawrence. And then my third one's gonna be red. Because that's one I have 0 of. And then I need blue and purple. Okay, so blue, purple, red. And then he'll triple my... Okay. While cleaning the shop, I find a very unique looking, obviously ancient vase, but is there any other kind? I mean, you could get new vases. Amazed by all the intricate decorations, I took it off the shelf for inspection. And at the same moment, Carmilla appeared out of nowhere and spooked the hell out of me. As soon as I dropped the vase, the shop was shrouded in darkness. Then, an evil spirit appeared. I must have the worst luck. Luckily, I was able to easily stitch the vase back together, so the spirit returned to it without causing any trouble. Carmilla was pretty impressed by my quick wits and even sweet-talked Mr. West into not deducting my pay for breaking the vase. But she should have done that to begin with, since it was her fault I broke it. Camilla. How dare she? Alrighty. I think I had better tighten it. Again, I find Damien by the stairs with a needle and thread. I'm getting hit by an odd sense of deja vu. More repairs, Damien? I get into position. But nothing falls apart this time, either. They've gotten pretty good at securing themselves these days.
Welcome home.
Jeff, welcome home.
Please don't.
Please don't, sneak up on me like that. Hey, I wasn't even being sneaky this time.
What?
But I haven't seen this much surgery since the Delahan guy's head fell off. Do you have a hot date coming up or something? I leaned in close with a huge grin on my face.
Of course not.
Of course not. It's just that the machine has been wearing out lately, and I wanted to be prepared. Machine? What machine?
Well,
They're quiet for a long moment after that. I can't really tell what they're thinking, but before I can decide if it's something I should pry them to talk about, Damien speaks up again. Jeff, can I ask something weird? Like a personal weird or a weird? Because the answer is yes either way.
let's say.
Well, say you had a boat. Do you think that after you replaced every part of that boat, it would still be the same boat? Of course it is, because I know what this
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still my boat.
Right.
It didn't stop being mine just because I put a cuter sail on it or whatever. Weird. Absolutely weird. More like personal weird in this one, though, you know? Because while he said it in a weird way, it's clear that he's trying to be like, hey, I am not what I originally was, am I still me? Which, yeah, you're still you, dude. It didn't stop being mine just because I put a cuter sail on it or whatever.
Really?
Even if there's nothing about it that's the same as when you first got it?
Yes.
No doubt about it. Hey, no. You made fun of Lawrence for making puns, and here you are, 2 puns into the game now. How dare you? I suppose I see your point.
Well.
That's a pretty out there, though. Why do you ask?
Well,
have you ever heard of the ship of Theseus?
Nope.
What's that? It's an old philosophy question.
let's
Say a great hero went out on a long journey by boat. It is a dating game. I'm romancing people and learning their backstories. I even got a kiss from the ghost. 0. Say a great hero went out a long journey by boat.
So,
Over the course of the expedition, the boat became worn and needed to be repaired many times.
Oh.
And if you replaced every part of it, is it still the same ship when it comes home? This does not seem like a dating game. Yeah, deep conversations are a super important part of it. I mean, and many good dating sims have more to them than just romance, you know, and that's what the spells are and everything else like that. It's to make the game more interesting, more unique, more special. I'm having a lot of fun with this one, you know, and you have very clear options to participate with each character more and more in different ways, like learning all their spells, doing extracurriculars with them. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, how I can, get with whoever I want to get with, but, you definitely have your abilities to spend more time with certain characters. Anyway, and if you replaced every part of it, is it still the same ship when it comes home? Exactly, which is why I asked. Their words trail off, and they purse their lips.
It's nothing.
It's just been on my mind lately, that's all.
Damien.
Do you possibly feel like the ship in the story?
Maybe.
Maybe a little bit.
You see.
I've lived many centuries,
Well.
and the human body isn't meant to last that long, so I've had to replace many of my parts, many times. Like more times than the boat ever was. So I'm not sure if this me that exists today is really me. I'm sorry, Jeff. I'm not making any sense, am I? I knew it. It was foolish. I'm sorry.
Oh, Lady Santa first.
No, it's not that. Not at all. I slap both hands against my head and look at Damien. Considerate, sweet, gentle Damien. They make my heart want to lurch out, to hold them forever in my witchy embrace.
Damien!
It's just, you're not an object, Damien. You're a person.
Like,
From the top of your head to the tips of your toes, just like me.
right.
I mean, I'd still be Jeff even if I changed my outfit, cut my hair, or lost my arms and legs, right? That's pretty drastic leap, but yes, of course.
Yeah.
That means you're still you, too.
Well,
No matter how many fingers and toes you have, or lungs, or whatever else there is.
yes.
For as long as you exist, you're still you. Yeah, that's why his teeth are kind of like that, it's part of showing that he is a Frankenstein-esque monster. Even though, of course, that's not his teeth are in his mouth, and you see them every now. It's not necessarily a design choice I would have chosen, but I understand why they went with that design choice. You're exaggerating.
No.
Not even one little bit. I know a lot of people, but I could not even imagine my life without you in it. Their face flushes with a pink that even outdoors the shade of their hair. Outdoes. I can't talk. And a blush a little in response, scratching the back of my neck sheepishly. Damien, you have the kindest heart out of everyone I know. Damien's definitely my second pick. He's so cute. The pink in their face fades as quickly as it came.
That's right.
I see. Thank you. Huh? They look so bright for a moment there, but now it's like everything just collapsed. Aww, on itself without any warning whatsoever. My chest tightens. What'd I say?
It's nothing.
Oh no, it's nothing. I was just thinking. I need to finish these repairs within the next hour, since the smell might wear off.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for taking up your time. Please, don't mind me. If you say so, I suppose. Damien goes back to work without saying another word, and I know I messed up somehow, but I don't know how, and it's eating me alive. It's 'cause you friend-zoned him. You friend-zoned the cute Frankenstein. I desperately want to press my Franken friend for some answers. Then again, my matchmaker senses tell me they just want to be alone right now. Maybe I should give them a minute.
Damien.
Sorry, Damien, for everything. Okay. So it's a witching hour. I've learned the 2 spells I want to from Damien. I want to get all my potions up to 5. So I need this, at least. I got 5 yellow, so I don't really need to worry about that. 0 will double your potion output. Oh, Zero's back! Why was he gone for a bit? But, oh, wait, no! Drop it. There we go. Thank you, Zero. Okay, so I've got 5 of everything. That's cool. Okay, it's the 29th, so I only have a few days left before. I'm gonna do... Okay, so I like these three. The darkness, the crawl, and the night creature. I'm gonna do crawl, because I feel like that's a great one.
Love, love, love.
That makes the world go round, round, round. I finished classes early today and didn't have anything else to do except maybe study, so I thought I would head to work a little early. By the time I reach the shop, Carmilla is already approaching the front door.
Carmilla.
Hi, Carmilla!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you showed up on time, little witch. That's a first. She boops me on the nose and smiles, fangs exposed.
Hey.
What? Hey, I'm always on time. My time? Oh, so you're just like Gandalf the Wizard. You show up precisely when you mean to. Gotcha. Oh, I suppose I can't exactly argue with that. But there is no point in us speaking out in the cold. Let's me just... Son in Hodan.
Huh?
Huh? Was that German? I forgot the key at home. Cupping her hands around her mouth, Carmilla calls up the second-story window.
Herbie.
Herbie, darling, Jeff and I have arrived. Let us in. We wait a few seconds in response, but nothing happens. Is he even here today?
No.
No, I guess not.
I
Ugh.
suppose.
It's troublesome, but I suppose I have no choice. She sighs heavily, presses her fingertips against the brick wall, then with momentum, Carmilla launches herself upwards. Whoa! It's such a simple movement, but it really is efficient. If she wasn't touching the wall, I think she was flying. Within seconds, she's at the second-story window. Positioned against the windowsill, she taps against it, then unlocks the window and heads in. After a few minutes, the front door swings open. Nothing I cannot handle with ease, though it's certainly been a while since I last exerted myself. I gaze in awe at Spider Camilla.
Wow.
How? I can't even. What was that?
Right.
You really grabbed the wall and then zoom! I gesture wildly, motioning my hands like a rocket ship taking off. Carmilla chuckles. Oh, that old trick? I'm rather fond of it. I learned it a while back in, the 14th century? Or perhaps it was the 15th. So that's the one problem I do have with this so far. All these people are much older than me. Much older. I know it's like spooky stuff, so you know it's in line, but there is some troubling age differences in characters, even if we all look the same age. Carmilla presses a finger to her lips in thought, then quickly waves the issue away. Nevertheless, it is quite easy. You simply channel your magic through your fingertips and use crawl. In fact, I may be so inclined to show you how.
Please?
Really? Please, Spider Camilla. Only someone as talented as you could teach me that spell. I look at her with big, round, begging eyes and pout for good measure. Oh, all right, my sweet. I'll teach you how to cast crawl. Gonna get that new spell, gonna learn to crawl, I mean, as a frog, I already know how to crawl, but, you know, now I'm gonna crawl like a speeder. Frogs can climb on vertical surfaces, though, so I should have this skill already unlocked, you know. She tightens her fingers in her dainty hands, positioning them against the wall. Carmilla then instructs me... Carmilla then instructs me in the method of, blasting off. What are we, Jimmy Neutron? Or at least she tries to.
Crawl. Wonderful.
Great, now go! I'm not sure that I can, Carmilla. My fingers, they're
Like,
kind of sort of stuck to the wall.
come on.
Hang in there!
Whoa.
Well, it's more like hanging here, but
Don't you worry.
you're not going to let a little cleanness stand in your way, are you?
Now,
Don't get discouraged. It's only your first try. Keep going. Carmilla, I really think I'm stuck. Like, stuck.
my dear.
Oh dear, perhaps you're pulling too hard.
Wait.
Think of it like a magnet. You need to... Oh no! Uh-oh. I try following her suggestions, but loosen my grip too much and fall backwards. In panic, I squeeze my eyes shut. Is this the end of Jeff Nightshade? Am I done for?
But there's so many couples I haven't matched yet, and so many sweets I haven't tried, and
Huh?
I'm fine. But it doesn't feel like I'm on the ground. I look up and see a pair of violet eyes. Is Carmilla carrying me?
Wonderful.
Oh, excellent. I was just in time.
But
But that smile. Don't tell me you plan to do that just so you could end up in my embrace.
oh,
I know, of course not. I'm just relieved. Is that so? What a troublesome little witch.
Now,
Alas, I think this is enough practice for now. We still have to set up the shop.
right.
I've got to admit, this is definitely useful. I can't count how many times I've forgotten my keys at home. I just need to master it like I've mastered matchmaking. Carmilla, that would be a pretty neat trick for burglary, huh? I waggle my eyebrows suggestively. Carmilla huffs as she walks inside, still carrying me in her arms.
I don't.
Oh, what are you implying? I would never steal. Strange, you seem to be stealing me right now. Charmer. That is simply because a certain mischievous little witch may run off to try again if I let him go.
Whoa.
So, Carmilla?
Mm-hmm.
Do you only use this spell when you forget your keys? Carmilla hesitates for a second, and her fangs lightly press against her bottom lip. As we enter the shop, she gently sets me down on a nearby chair.
Dear.
Oh, sweet thing, the spell's original purpose was a secret with an individual I was, shall we say, very fond of. Others did not approve of us, but we were able to enjoy each other's company in secret.
It's love.
Ooh, a
love,
secret
love.
rendezvous. With just the two of you. How romantic.
I suppose.
Yes, I supposed it was. Carmilla smiles is touched by a hint of melancholy when she turns away to start working. But if she's distracted, I could... No, bad Jeff! I could always sneak out to practice climbing on my break. Okay.
Da-dee-da.
Nightshade is the best. Find you someone, found the rest. I sing quietly to myself as I dust the inside of the human shop, doing my best to keep the wares clean and tidy. Which, come to think of it, was kind of necessary. It was starting to get gross in here, especially the drapery. Ugh, just looking at these curtains makes me want to sneeze. I could probably take them outside before I start beating them. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3! Oh, that's Carmilla. How cute. She's been behind that curtain. I go to tug them down, and a cloud of dust ambushes me. By the time it clears, there isn't a wall behind the drapery, but an ancient portrait framed in gold. Or is that Carmilla? I mean, no, yeah, that's definitely Carmilla. A familiar dark-haired woman, yeah, okay. Down at me with empty yet captivating violet eyes, and I... Wait a second!
Huh?
Carmilla?
Yes?
Yes, sweetness? I don't hear her approach when I whip my head around to see her standing beside me. I jump out of my skin. This is you, right? Not like a great-great-grandma that also happens to be a doppelganger. Indeed it is. What keen eyes you have. This is a portrait of yours truly, the eternally gorgeous Countess of Cornelia. Ah, what an era that was.
Amazing.
Your nobility? She folds her arms and raises her brow as she gives me a chest. She folds her arms and raises her brows at me as she gives my chest a small poke with her index finger.
Come on.
Where? I almost definitely still am.
Yes.
Yes, of course, my lady. But wait, what is this painting even doing here anyway? She doesn't respond. Rather, when I look over, she's tracing a finger over the filaments of the portrait's fame, no doubt gathering dust from whatever era she was seeing in that far-off gaze.
Whoa.
Just a minute, oh Countess. The frame's a little crooked.
Wait.
Ah, no, Jeff, don't touch! Too late. I grasp the frame and adjust it accordingly. When I do, a scrap of paper falls out from behind the painting. Huh? What's this? Gonna be a love letter from her ex. I lift up the parchment. It's a faded pencil sketch of a woman with hair that flows like... Oh! Cute woman girlfriend. Flows like the ocean's waves and eyes as dark as moonless night. There's something mischievous in her smile that draws me in.
Wow.
Wow, what a beauty!
Don't touch it.
Oh. Before I can react, Carmilla snatches the picture from my hand with fury in her eyes and a crease in her brow. I blink, taken aback, a bit hurt. It's just a drawing, so what's her problem? Unless... Did you know her? A friend of yours? Carmilla sighs, taking a lingering look at the photo, and gently runs a finger across the girl's paper cheek.
I suppose.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
My greatest.
She was my
hunt.
greatest hunt. I have never since pursued a human of her caliber.
Whoa.
I'm willing to bet there's an impossibly good story behind it all.
Yes.
Oh, there most certainly is. There's a glint in her eyes as she takes the last look at the portrait. Slowly, she rolls it back up with extreme tenderness. I guess it's no surprise at all that the picture is still in good condition when she handles it like that.
6 centuries ago.
6 centuries ago, this little delicacy came forthwith to my manor.
She was.
She was hoping to hunt me as revenge for an incident that occurred in her village, unbeknownst that she, herself, would become my quarry.
For months.
For months we played a game of cat and mouse, pushing each other to the limit but never quite gaining the upper hand.
Until one day.
Eventually, I cornered her in an alleyway. I lean forward as she's sitting at the edge of... I lean forwards as if sitting on the edge of my seat.
Oh.
And then what? You drink her blood?
Mm-hmm.
Nearly to the last drop. Carmilla smiles, yet there's something forced about her cheer when she speaks. I see her run her fingertips along the edge of the page. Until some no-good busybody arrived to save her. I barely escaped with my life that night.
How?
Gosh, how'd you do it? I outsmarted
Naturally.
them, naturally. She flicks her hair off her shoulders with the back of her hand.
You know?
Vampires are apex predators, as you should be fully aware by now. When faced against mere mortals, we always come out on top. Okay, but if that's all true, why do you look like you're about to cry? Carmilla's jaws hardens. I feel like she's about to chew me out, but after a long and very awkward pause, she laughs the kind of laugh of someone who has resigned themselves to a most pitiful fate. I suppose it isn't easy to hide affairs from the heart from a master matchmaker, is it? You've caught me twice today, little witch. I open my mouth to reply, but the pained look in her face brings me to a halt. An unknown sensation starts to build up within my chest. With a sigh, she tucks the roll of paper back behind the portrait.
My dear.
But Jeff, my dear, there are so many plots that were not worth digging into. Her piece spoken, Carmilla returns to doing inventory, leaving me alone with my thoughts. I guess there's no helping her right now, no matter how much I want to be there for her. Aww. Okay. Let's see. It's the 29th. So I really want to... So we've got... I kind of want that one. Yeah, I'll do this. I'm telling you, The Zombie's Heart is the author's magnum opus. A finer story has never been made in the history of forever.
No!
And I'm telling you that a load of rubbish. Did you even read the same book? Excuse me, folks. Could you perhaps help me? We both look when the elderly gentleman interrupts our debate, which was totally right about gesturing toward a haunted sculpture on the top of the shelf.
Of course,
my dear. I immediately turn to pick up a step stool from behind the counter.
Alright.
Here, let me.
I can
There's
do it.
no need, my adorable little servant will fetch it for me. Carmilla puckers her lips and lets out a soft whistle. Oh! Bats. Freaking love bats. They're so cute. Like, they're just round, adorable little cuties. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And her little smile, the little hang thing. Gosh, I can't talk. Instantaneously, a group of chittering bats swoops from the tops of the rafters and gather around her, gleefully spinning. She gestures towards the sculpture, and the cluster falls upon it in a swarm. They pick up the heavy stone between their claws and carry it down into Camilla's waiting hands.
Here you go.
Here you go! Thank you, young lady. As she receives the product, he gives us both a small nod before continuing to browse the store's selection.
Wow!
Wow, Camilla, that's amazing! I stare in awe at Camilla's little posse of bats while they flap around her. One even lands on her shoulder and nuzzles against her cheek. In response, she affectionately pets the top of its head. I'm jealous! Jealous! She's like a spooky Cinderella.
Right.
Adorable darlings, no? I love hearing them mill about. Can you talk to them?
Yes.
Indeed I can. It's an inherent skill we vampires have, being able to communicate with creatures of the night.
You know?
Essentially, anything that creeps, crawls, or flaps is a close ally. She presses her index finger to her lips and winks.
Wow!
Wow! I don't see your eyes glow this time. Are you controlling them? I didn't see your eyes glow this time.
Not at all.
Why, Jeff, not at all. I would never control my friends.
At any rate.
These are simple creatures that, if treated with kindness, will aid us in our daily lives as well as dangerous situations. But you called them your servants.
No.
For oof, my dear.
Now.
This particular family of bats has been bonded to me for generations. They may as well be my own blood.
I don't.
And we do not subjugate family. The bats swarm closer around her, batting their heads against her arms and hands for pets. She obliges and gently caresses their black fur.
Oh.
Is it something I can learn to do, too?
Maybe.
I don't see why not. That is, assuming I feel like teaching you. Huh? She smirks, saunters over to my side, and lets her words caress my ear. Apologize for your unslightly and moreover wrong opinion from earlier, and perhaps I may consider your request.
You know?
Bullying me into changing my book my book choices? How dare you, Camilla? You are truly a villain. Seriously, over a book? Well, I'm definitely right, but
Wow!
wow, suddenly I see the errors in my ways, and I think you were absolutely right. It was complete rubbish.
Right.
Oh, is that so?
Right.
I just don't know how I didn't see it earlier, to be honest.
Please?
As always, you're so much wiser than me, and oh so gracious. Please teach me more so that I can be like you one day, Lady Carmilla. A little overacted, my dear, but I'll take it. Though do remember not to demand service from just anyone. We have a delicate balance in our relationship that we have to uphold, you see. If some outsider started bossing my bats around, I would be obligated to defend them. Huh? I would never. I stare at her wide-eyed, hopeful. Perhaps. Ugh. I mean, you've been such a great teacher, Camilla. Double, seriously.
Right.
If I didn't have you showing me my magic, I don't think I'd be able to learn it. You're brilliant in every way imaginable. Carmilla barely suppresses a grin. Oh, well, I suppose I can't deny that. I've been the best teacher you've ever had.
teach you.
All right, little witch. I'll teach you how to cast night creatures. Night creature's gonna join my spell book, 'cause it's a new spell. Her ego fed, Carmilla spends the next few hours teaching me how to create potions that can summon and communicate with creatures of the night. We start small with a few spiders, then slowly move to practicing with her bats. It takes up the entire rest of the day at the shop. I thought for a second that it was going to be the black cat again, because they kind of hinted that that would be a familiar for me, but maybe not. Still, I barely notice the time has passed until a customer rushes in at the last minute, because of course they would. Not like they have any upcoming exams that are sure to spell their impending doom. Excuse me, could you help me reach the skull on top of the shelf? Of course.
My dear.
Go ahead, my dear. Now's the perfect time to try your new skill.
Night creature.
Night creatures. Spell cast, I whistle a small tune for the bats, just like Camilla showed me. A few flutter over, but they don't even have half of the enthusiasm we gave her. Bring me the skull? I point up toward the top shelf. They stare at me, unmoving.
Come on.
Sweeter doll. Please? Nothing.
Please?
Pretty, please. Unsure of what else to do, I take a few berries from lunch and offer it to them. The bats sniff for a moment, but then hesitantly accept their fruit. I inch toward the south, coaxing them along. Eventually, they manage to grab the skull, but not without almost dropping it on the floor. Thankfully, I stumble forward in the nick of time, catch it, and hand it to the customer.
Right.
Here you go. Thanks. And don't worry, everyone's new at some point. After paying for the item and leaving a pity tip for me. Hey man, sometimes you gotta take the pity tips. He exits the shop. Once he's gone, I turn to Camilla with a frown big enough that my bottom lip jutted out. I don't get it. What did I do wrong?
Oh,
You approach
thing.
could be better, but there's no need to take it personally.
Now,
I am more familiar to these bats than you are, after all. You'll need to build a much greater relationship with them to gain some kind of trust that I have. She pets one of the bats and emphasis is smiling down at her companion all the while. I hold out a finger in response. A single bite flutters down and wraps its little claws around the middle of it and hangs upside down. Yeah, I get it. I smile to myself.
yes.
Well, just have to spend more time together. Okay. On some days we don't have a single customer, but on others, well, this happens. Bombarded by questions from all sides, I tried ringing up a customer who kept nagging me because he was in a hurry. When I finally told him the total, he suddenly asked me to get a potion from the shelf at the other end of the shop. I decided to use telekinesis and have the potion float its way to me instead. At the same time, I put his purchase into a bag and somehow even managed to calculate the new total by the time the vial found its way to the register. To my amazement, it was really easy to deal with 4 customers at once using this trick. Nice. Mr. West was so impressed by my skills that he increased my pay for the day. Easiest piece of pumpkin pie. Okay. So there's work for the day. Okay, we're at the witching hour. Make some potions. Okay, so we need purple, and red. Okay. Yeah. And darkness, 2 purple, 1 yellow. Okay. And then that's all the spells I want to learn. So from there, I think I'll just make potions. Or do some work too so I can buy potions. I haven't done a lot of extra work. I have a new dee-da-do routine. On each day I work, I meet Camilla at the door. It's grown into a habit for us to meet outside before our shift and go in together. When I'm on time, of course. Our short stride through the entryway is easily becoming one of my favorite parts of the day, but... Evil! Evil! There's a wicked beast in our town! I jump back, spooked by the sudden noise. Sorry. One of my tadpoles come to say hi to me. I jump back, spooked by the sudden noise, as a screaming figure lingers in the front of the shop, shouting his lungs out. A pretender among pretenders! We must burn her! Stake her! Before she slays any more innocents! Okay, this is Halloween Town. What? Dude. Sir, are you, okay? Be warned, young one! You are gallivanting with death herself! I already sense her taint upon you! Begone, thrall of vampire! In hindsight, I should probably know better than to talk to strangers, but there's something familiar about this particular weirdo, but he's blocking the door. Now he's advancing towards me with a crossbow barely concealed under his cloak.
Come on!
Oh, come on, please don't murder me. I haven't even had my 1,000,000th match yet. There's no sanctum for people like you. Do not hide from my cleansing judgment. I stumble back a few steps when I realize that it isn't me he's looking at, but Carmilla? Embarrassing. Here I thought I was the demon. Like when you think someone's waving at you and... Oh, I hate that situation. Hold on, wait. He's after Carmilla? Help! I should call for help. I should... Eek! His hand is on the trigger. He's going to make a ghastly kebabs of us. Sir, please, we can talk about... But just as he shoots, Carmilla yanks me back. I'm about to scream, but I feel a finger over my lips and a warm breath near my ear.
Don't!
Say nothing. I nod, watching the wasted shot roll along the ground. My savior, Death herself, waves a hand, then a thick... Oh, I like that growl, that was cool. Then a thick patch of darkness soars forth and hides us within. I initially listened to how the man's heavy footsteps echo through the alleyway near and far. You can run, demons, but never escape. Time will not forget the dishonor you deal me and mine. I will scour the earth to see justice done. We wait until the footsteps fade into the distance. Camilla drops the veil of darkness and walks into the store without a word. I stumble in after her, struggling to grasp what just witnessed.
Whoa.
Carmilla,
No.
I don't want to talk about it.
Hey.
I do. You almost died.
Like,
And he was like, straight up hunting you. Who was that guy? Carmilla sighs again, but this time she doesn't brush me off. He's the Baron or the Mad Baron as he's better known. We have, as some would call it, a history together. He was yelling a lot of mean stuff.
Yes.
Yes, well, his ancestor... Yes, well, it's his ancestors' fault.
now.
A long, long time ago, the Mad Baron's ancestors struck a deal with me.
Anyway.
It was simple. I never harm his direct descendants, no matter how annoying they are, and in exchange, his family would cover up any accidents that might occur. She clicks her tongue in annoyance and shakes her head. If I had known how frustrating they would be to deal with, however, I would have never made that deal. Accidents?
Yes.
I was young once and wasn't always as careful with blood as I am now. And the Baron's family, well, if I did not take them, surely pestilence or failed harvest would have. She looks away, mumbling in bitterness. Was that a tsk I heard? He's mostly upset because his house has fallen. Being terrible at your job can do that to you.
But, you know.
I mean, how is it my fault that his ancestors didn't do their cleanings properly? Even though Carmilla is pouting, I can sense a bit of guilt. Do you think he'll come back?
Yes.
Yes, unfortunately for me, he is as stubborn as he is imbecilic. I
have
don't
no idea.
exactly know how he figured out that I work here, but he knows we're affiliated. In
And
fact,
so-
he may even try interrogating you. What a bother.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Yes, he's not evil per se, so he should be pretty harmless to anyone who isn't me. Of course, he's still, well, you know, like that.
I'm sorry.
Goodness, I am incredibly sorry for getting you mixed up in all of this, Jeff.
Well,
It's okay, now that I know he's not really as scary as he was earlier. Oh, I have an idea. Oh, I have an idea. To make it up to you, I'll go over the darkness spell I used earlier with you. It allows you to cloak yourself in shadow. You may evade him like that.
yes.
Yes, I am ready to stop, drop, and roll into the void away from that creep any day. I give her 2 thumbs up of approval, and she smiles at my antics.
I'll teach you.
Alrighty then, I'll teach you how to cast darkness. Bah, you know what time it is. Bah, it's a new spell! Okay. Carmilla shows me the method. I thought she was waving her hand, but the movement is really particular. When preparing the spell, I feel kind of like a ninja, or even spookier, a mime. What? Mime. Mime's your spookiest thing out there, okay.
All right.
Oh, Carmilla, watch!
Darkness.
Darkness! I practice forming small veils of darkness around the shop, each one growing a little larger the more I concentrate on it. It's small, but it'll do the job. Well done, darling.
Yes.
I'll be better. I'll get better.
After all.
I need to repel that guy in case he ever comes back for you, right? Oh, the chances of that are quite low. You see, the neighborhood watch is quite exemplary at keeping his sword out. He does manage to slip by once a blue moon, however, but...
Oh.
Well, he won't get the best of me. Oh, of that I have no doubt. Thank you, Carmilla. Okay, so that's all the spells I wanted to learn. So, let's do a part-time job. Today I went to work. Nothing special happened, and I earned a good amount of pocket money. Never had I ever met a Sphinx before now. I quickly realized they were very stingy when it comes to paying full price for things, and especially enjoyed confusing people with a lot of riddles over their transaction. After casting intimidation on myself, I was able to make the Sphinx freeze and stop throwing riddles at me. In the end, I finally got her to pay full price. Nice. Mr. West was so proud of me, he let me have the difference the Sphinx had asked for as a bonus. That's cool. So that was my job for the day. Okay, so it's the 30th. So let's make some potions. Let's see, we need one. I want even numbers. And then, okay, so I want a purple then. And let's do, okay. Okay. Finally, the hour of truth is here. I look around the town square, which is filled with the brim with my monstrous classmates, and oh my gosh, it's... Oh, I'm glad I got some more potions before it all... Oh, I wish I bought some too. There are a few familiar faces lingering in the edge, cramming last minute. A few others are nervously asking their crushes to the festival after the exam. Always a good start. But at the very center of the square is Miss Magwitch, stern-faced and serious as ever, waiting for the witching hour to finally arrive. Once it does, she'll teleport us to the dungeons where we'll face our trials. Close by is Mr. West, who is trying to sell potions to anybody that doesn't look prepared enough. Can I buy some of those potions?
Alright!
Alright! I got a few minutes left before the exam. Maybe I can do something that will help me pass. Okay. I feel like if I want to do what's true to him, I would help somebody find love, but... Let's see... Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Well, there isn't a whole lot I can do last minute, so I might as well help out a lonely soul or two. Looking around, I find oh, why am I doing Jeff's voice? Looking around, I find the target almost immediately, a nervous-looking zombie pining for a beautiful mermaid. I head over and try to help, but because the gloomy pre-exam atmosphere, the confession didn't go too well. Rats! It's time! Finally, Miss Magwitch's voice rings out and everyone goes quiet. Remember, your primary goal will be finding the exit. If you run out of potions, I will teleport you back here and it will count as a failure. Now line up!
Alright!
Alright, let's get started! And afterwards, I'll go hang out with Zero. I'll go boast to Zero. He was always nagging me about exams after all. Why is it so dark here? Let's glow.
Yes!
Shining my way through, the night shades away. Let's go.
Alright!
Finally, there's some light. Let's see, the door looks tightly shut, and the lever next to it looks broken. Nope, no way to push this door.
Insubstantiate!
Here we go, easy as a piece of pumpkin pie.
Wow!
Whoa, this room is much bigger. Let's see, there seems to be a deep pit over there. I'm not sure if I can jump over it. And over there is a door, but those big rocks block the way. This pit is really deep. If I fall, I'll for sure end up as minced meat. Okay. So 2 pink and 1 red. Yeah, let's do that one.
Crawl!
Crawl! As soon as the spell is cast, I crawl along the walls, leaving the pit behind me.
Alright!
Alright, next one! I should be halfway through! A zombie! What did he eat to grow so big? And why is he glaring at me as if I owe him money? Don't tell me he's also an obstacle I have to pass. Let's see. 2 red, 1 blue. Wouldn't be bad. Life leech. Ooh, let's do whale. Without any words, the zombie quickly advances on me. Eek! Let's talk about this! I barely dodged in the nick of time and roll out of his way. Just moments later, he attempts to attack again. Quickly, I pull out a flask of potion, gulp down its contents.
Whale!
I let out a loud shriek and the zombie freezes in mid-motion, raising his claws to cover his ears. Just as he lunges, almost runs out of air, his legs finally give out and the zombie falls unconscious.
Yes!
Well, that was close, but Nightshade wins! Now let's see, this seems to be a dead end, but I have the feeling there should be a door here. Okay, let's do scent track. Is it just me or is there a weird smell from the wall? Maybe. Scent track!
Yes!
Yeah, smells are coming from the bricks. Some are stronger than others. I tap against the brick and with the heaviest smell, and the glowing rune suddenly appears.
Huh?
Magic runes! Tapping around, I realize that I have to touch the runes in the order of how heavy the smell is on the bricks. It is an extremely hard exercise. I bet my nose will end up being at least as sensitive as the real werewolves. But after what feels like eternity, I get it done.
Alright.
Alright, so far so good. Now let's move on.
Huh?
Is that the Reaper? How on earth did Miss Magwitch get him here? Behind him seems to be the exit, though. Well, that's my only option, so... Slowly trying my best to not make any noise, I sneak behind the columns and out of the sight. However, just as I almost reach the door, a voice as cold as snow falls upon my ears. Halt! That wasn't bad, mortal. But to move to the other world, you have to pay for your passage. Huh? Aren't you the Reaper? I am. Then why do you sound like the ferryman? Besides, I'm not dead, and I don't want to go to the other world. No matter. To get out of this room, you need to pay me 20 potions, no matter which color. Huh? That's a ripoff! Do you want to pass your exam or not? But I don't have so many potions! In that case, you may not pass.
No way!
No way! No potions, no passage, no room for negotiation. Your exam ends here. Oh, gosh. Can I... Oh. Oh, gosh. Okay, I wonder if I could... Okay. There's probably a way to save. Let me just real quick. Forgot how to spell my name for a second there. My brain.
Let me try.
Let me try. Let me try.
Let me try.
Let me try.
Okay.
It's love, love, love. Da-dee-da.
Yeah.
Smile for me. Anyway.
We're just gonna skip through. Now that I know what I'm doing to an extent, I wonder if I can just quickly speed run.
I'm sorry.
Come on. Da.
Ah. Dawn is
We
coming.
skip some more.
Welcome home.
Skip some more.
Right.
So. I should have been saving. Okay. We will get back to where we were. I mean, so anyone who wants to play this game, I do recommend it. This has been a very fun game. I've been like, the art's really cute. The characters are interesting. Like, they all clearly have some nice lore and backstory. I would say this is a game worth playing. Okay, and there's Lawrence. Absolutely a game worth playing. I'm gonna, even though I know he doesn't want to be called adorable, I'm gonna stick with the options I had earlier. Because I don't want to, change. The only thing I'm going to change is I'm going to make sure I have enough blue potions when I talk to Lawrence. Because I'm sad that I messed that up. Okay, so let's make some potions. Okay, if you brew 3 of the same potions, they will give you additional thorns. Let's make some more potions. Yellow, red.
Zero!
Okay. And here's where we learn that spell with 0. Okay. Here we'll learn telekinesis. I'll get back to making more potions. And then we should be good.
Da-dee-da!
Here we're gonna learn.
All right!
New spell acquired. Perfect. I can't buy potions yet, but let's make some more. I love the music for this too. Like, it's got such very nice music. Okay, this is when she teaches us Enthrall. Okay. 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 Make potion. Wait. Nope, not buy potions. Make potions. Let's do blue. Choose 3 potions you'd oh wait. Choose 3 potions you'd like. Fever through the okay, yeah. Okay. Me working. I got okay. I'll buy red potions for now. I'll buy 3. Okay, leave. Okay, let's learn.
0!
Okay. Okay, come on. Come on. New spell acquired. Okay.
Da-dee-da!
Okay. Okay, and this is where he teaches us his spell. Okay. Love his cute little blushing face. He's adorable. He is a super cutie. Okay. Still have a pretty good
0!
pretty good set of potions. I'm gonna save after this.
0.
Okay. Come on. Okay. Is there anything you miss?
Like,
Come on, skip it. Okay. Gonna learn this spell. New spell. Okay. This friend's told me. Here's my job. Alright, let's make some more potions. Okay, so this is the spell we didn't get earlier. So let's do that.
insubstantiate!
I feel myself grow lighter, fainter. Ghostlier?
Ah!
I can't find my balance! Whoa!
Careful!
Careful. 0 makes as if to lunge for me, but checks himself at the last moment. It's easy to lose your balance in ghost form because you no longer have the center of gravity. In fact, gravity doesn't even apply to you anymore. Hover, Jeff, hover!
Mm-hmm.
It takes a little getting used to, but you'll get the hang of it as I did.
Zero!
Hover! Zero, look, I'm hovering!
Huh?
Huh? You're surprisingly quick learner.
Um,
What do you mean, surprisingly?
well...
Wait a second. I'm a poltergeist now, aren't I?
Yes.
For the moment, Instabenchie gives you the spirit's basic form for a fixed span of...
Right.
That means I can hug you at last!
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Without waiting for Zero to finish, I throw my arms around him gleefully. Whoa! You can't.
No way!
What happened? It felt all cold and dizzy. Now you know how I feel when you try to hug me.
Why?
Why?
Because.
Poltergeists are incapable of touching each other, as living beings are incapable of touching us.
That means.
Touch requires physical contact, and we, poltergeists, have nothing physical to offer. I see.
Oh, now.
Oh, now, don't look so crestfallen. Here, come with me. Zero starts drifting upwards. His head touches the roof, then disappears right through.
Zero!
Come with me.
Come along. Drawing in a deep breath, I concentrate on floating upwards.
Wow!
I'm floating!
Mm-hmm.
Steady, Jeff. Almost. It's easier to pass through the barriers for the first time if you close your eyes. Passing through the roof felt weird, like something went into and out of me that was there and not there at the same time. When I opened my eyes again, the starry night spread endlessly above, illuminated by a brilliant crescent moon.
Amazing!
Amazing!
In the past.
Oh, look at him! Little cutie ghost. I love to sit on rooftops and watch the night go by long time ago. Now, I can get on rooftops much more easily, but floating is not sitting, and sometimes
Zero!
Mm-hmm.
Do you miss...
What?
Miss what?
Well...
You know, having a physical body. Zero tenses up and turns to me scornfully. Huh? Do I miss stubbing my toe? Do I miss tripping over branches and falling flat on my face? Do I miss having to climb flight after flight of stairs to get to the roof, only to find the door locked and the key hidden away? Huh? Do you? Do you, Zero?
Mind your own business.
Mind your own business, Jeff. Okay. Alright, let's make some more potions. We need some more of these guys. Well, we'll do purple for this one. If you brew 3 of the same potion, Damien will give you 2 additional potions. Or to triple your... Okay. Continue. Okay. Skip through. Now we're gonna go back to skipping through because...
Well...
Come on, keep going. New spell. Awesome. Okay. Let's do the part-time job a bit. Okay. Okay, this is when I started realizing he's changing. And that's heartbreaking.
What?
Menu. Save. I'm not gonna mess up again. Okay. Let's buy some potions. Mm, 15. Let's buy blue. Let's buy 15. Okay, and I think that's all I can buy for now. I need to learn some more spells. Chill's my last one with him. Okay.
Come again!
Okay. Doing my job. Working with Camilla. Gave her some blood. That's too much.
No way! At any rate.
Okay, new spell. Okay. from him I learned Intimidate. New spell acquired.
Damien!
Okay. Now I get this spell.
Alright!
Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, alright. Let's buy some red potion. Okay. Leave. Okay, let's learn Gentle Giant. Okay. Okay. We're almost there. I'm glad this skips spell. Kitty cat. Okay, I'm working. I'm getting my money. Talk of Damien. Of course it is.
Yeah!
Talk about his body. Poor Damien. Yeah, I'm not really doing much to like build a relationship with the wolf with Lawrence. But I mean, if any of you want to play yourself and chase after Lawrence, that is absolutely fine. I feel like he would have some interesting routes, and maybe I'll play that a bit on my own time.
Da-dee-da.
Make sure you save, because I didn't, and I regretted that. Did you know her? Okay.
Well...
And then we just keep skipping. I know this is some enthralling gameplay. Save again. Okay. Okay. Learn crawl.
It's love, love, love!
Okay. Okay. There, I'm learning crawl. She's gonna carry me. I'm being kidnapped. But that's whatever. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then from here I'm just gonna stockpile potions. Because that's what I need at this point. To make sure I have enough potions to pass. Okay, I'm gonna buy some pink ones, or some red ones. I can buy... Okay, so so let's make potions. Okay, if you brew 3 of the same potions, Damien will give you 2 additional potions. Zero will double your potion output. Lawrence will triple your potion output for your 3rd choice. Okay, so I think Zero's really the best. So we need some purple and some red. But Lawrence isn't always here, and that's because he's a ghost. And ghosties can't be everywhere. So you've got... So I need... for my 3rd... random. So let's... Or... give you 3 of the same additional potions. If you brew 2 random additional potions. Okay. So if I do... So let's do that and do yellow. Okay. So I've got 11 yellow. Let's do that. Okay, now we're working. Make potions. Actually, and then with 0. Okay, and so now it's time to let's leech some potions for Mr. West. Dancing around Mr. West, I tried to talk to him into giving me a few extra potions for the exam. However, he simply ignores my request with a huff. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna hang out with 0, of course. Okay, so let's get back into this. Let's save. Let's glow.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Finally, here's some light. Let's see. That door looks tightly shut, and the lever next to it looks broken. Oh, I could mend it. Okay. Stitch, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So I could crawl over there.
Wow.
Wow, this is such a dried up skeleton. No, I don't want to do. Okay. Okay, yeah. Alright, so 2 blue, 1 pink. Yeah, let's do that. 2 blue, 1 pink.
Cover. All right.
Okay. Why did you get so big? Okay, so 2 blue, 1 red. 2 red, 1 blue. 1 pink. I still want to do whale. Yeah. Okay.
Whale. Yes.
Okay. Oh, I can do that now. But I have more yellow, so let's go that route.
Yes. Huh?
Okay.
All right. Huh?
Okay, so the Grim Reaper. All I could do is try to... I'm sure if I did any more things, I could probably do something else with the Grim Reaper, but... Okay.
Huh?
That's a ripoff. Do you want to pass the exam or not? Alright. Very hesitantly, I hand over a big batch of my hard-earned potions. Luckily, he lets me pass after that without a hitch. Exam passed! Okay.
Da-dee-da.
Genius of Dimwire High, da-dee-da! Jeff Nightshade, the clever, the brainy, da-dee-da!
Well done.
Well done, Jeff. Congratulations. Wasn't I absolutely marvelous? You were. Huh? No snide remarks? No sarcastic jabs?
I'm proud.
I'm proud of you, Jeff. The earlier part of the evening was given to a post-exam celebration in the Dimwire Higher. Not as good as your matchmaking parties, but pretty close. Now I'm back in my room, worn out and sleepy, but indescribably happy. 0 is hovering next to me with that sweet smile on his face I hadn't seen in what feels like forever.
I will.
I'm going to make you prouder yet!
How?
Oh?
Yes.
Listen, I figured out a spell that'll let you touch me at long last.
Don't be
Don't
silly.
be silly. No such spell exists.
Arrow.
Which goes on to show not even you know everything, 0. Watch this. Desubstantate. Whatever that word was. I used the potion Miss Magwitch had specifically prepared just for me and cast the spell.
This.
Jeff, you're... Ta-da!
What?
What's going on? Are you okay? My body feels light and airy, as if freed from the shackles that had been dragging me down all my life. Looking down at my person lying on the couch, I realized that my body was the shackles. Did I just fucking kill myself? To be with my boyfriend? Who is the cute and lovely little witch longing on the sofa? What? Is that what I look like?
Why?
What did the spell do? Your spirit, it left your body.
Wait.
You've become all ghostly, like insubstantiate, but you feel so warm, so full of life. Wait a second.
0.
0! What did you just say?
How?
You feel warm to me. You feel warm to me. You feel warm to me.
Yes.
The spell works!
Oh,
Why?
I don't believe it. I'm a poltergeist. I haven't got a sense of touch. And I've forgotten what warmth is, and yet... Why do I feel warm now when you're close to me?
Yeah.
Just wait until I do this! I grab his hands for a moment. Fear and doubt seizes me, and I wonder if my hand will pass through his, in spite of everything, like it always had before. But they don't. My fingers close around Zero's, and I feel, for the first time, the shape and contour of his hand. It's positively exhilarating. The initial icy cold touch of his skin quickly turns warm.
Oh.
Aha! This is what your hand feels like. I think you've got a pretty nice hand, Zero. He glances away at my compliment, rubbing the back of his neck with his free hand. I'm glad you think so. I don't suppose you mind telling me exactly what's going on?
Right.
All in good time. Now let me try something else. I fling my arms around him and squeeze. I caught you at last! Jeff. Shocked, he stands still for a brief moment. Then, gingerly and hesitantly, he brings his arms around me. Jeff, look at me. Pulling away slightly, Zero gently grabs the tip of my chin and lifts up my head. Zero,
Don't worry.
It's all right, I know. His burning ruby eyes reflect into my own and encompass my entire universe. Gradually, inch by inch, our faces draw nearer to each other. His nose touches mine, and for just a split second, I feel the feathery touch of his lips against my own. Whoa! I fell right through him and smacked down into my body and flop on the floor like a sack of bricks. The spell wore off within the most unfortunate timing.
Ouch.
Oh dear, that looked like it hurt.
Damien.
It did, and it does. Ow, 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 ow! Jeff Nightshade, the clumsy, the heavy. We look at each other and burst into laughter. The sudden tears begin to well and fall down my face.
Don't.
Jeff, don't cry. You know I hate to see you cry.
No way.
I'm not crying. You are. You are.
Um,
That's only because I'm so happy.
Why?
So am I, Jeff. You're wonderful, but you mustn't cry. With a few sniffles and a crack in my voice, I start to speak.
Whoa.
The spell, Miss Mugwitch taught it to me, you know.
But
If anyone would know this spell, it'd be Estella, of course. But why would she teach it to you? At the party earlier, she asked me why I seemed so glum, even though I had the ace the exams.
I wish.
I told her about you and how you were fading and how much I desperately wanted to hug you properly, just once, before you moved on. She said, I wiped my nose, using the back of my wrists, and after a quick shake of my head, slapped both my hands firmly against my cheeks to help keep my composure.
Like,
She said disembensate might help me,
yes.
and it did.
would.
But, the spell consumes too much magic, and I couldn't keep it up. Just
Please?
don't move on just yet, Zero. Let me try again tomorrow, please, and we could continue where we left off just now. Blushing nervously, I am twiddling my fingers when I look up at Zero, gesturing at myself.
Don't worry.
I'm not going to move on tomorrow, can't you see?
How?
See what? Oh, your form! It's all sharp and crisp again, but how?
Yes.
It assuredly is.
That's
You
right.
can cast that spell, and again, when you hugged me, it made me remember everything, who I was, how my life went, and the reason I became a poltergeist. What was the reason? The reason you became a poltergeist?
The reason.
Aw, that's a
you
cute
became
picture.
poltergeist.
A smile, so soft and enduring, wanders across his face and sets my heart aglow.
It doesn't matter now.
All that
matters
matters.
is that I'm here with you.
Oh,
I told you, didn't I? A lot of water has flown under those bridges, and some grudges are best forgotten.
Does that mean you won't leave?
I won't. For as long as you want me to be here with you, I will forever be by your side.
oh! I like that the last few lines were fully voice acted. That was cute. Oh, a new reason to stay. Oh my gosh. That was so cute. Ah. Oh my gosh. I loved that so much. That was such a great little game. That was goofy of me not to save. I assumed there'd be autosave, and that's on me. Definitely worth playing, especially if you want to see some of the other endings.
It's free on Steam, so definitely go check it out. It's so cute, so great. Chef kisses all around. Thank you all for joining me in today's stream, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Bye-bye!